Yeah. Well, I thought about doing videos like Ricky Berwick does and just acting like retarded all the time. You know, he got on Tosh.0 doing that shit.
We're live. Hello, everyone. I don't know if anybody's even fucking watching this shit yet.
There's a few.
Probably not.
Yeah, you got like 4 or 5 people in here right now, so that's kind of cool. So what do you want? So what's new? What do you want to talk about? Anything exciting? Are you getting hammered?
So, what do y'all think about this whole
the grass
Sargon
is really lovely today.
Sargon, oh god.
You mean with Sargon and Anita?
I did like 4 videos.
I don't get how anybody can defend Anita.
Money.
What's that guy? What's the guy's name? TJ1 Janitor or something?
Yeah.
The one janitor, yeah.
Yeah, I just covered that one, yep.
Yeah, I tried to explain to him why I thought Sargon was killed. I mean, why Sargon was in the... I tried to explain to him why I thought Anita was in the wrong, and he accused me of mental gymnastics.
You know what I need to do? I need to send him the video I made on him, right? That'll start the drama. Because Bering tweeted at him and said, where's your sources? And then he gave him all kinds of sources on Twitter and stuff, so right.
Yeah.
But in the video,
yeah, I saw that. I even commented on it.
He's talking about how words are bad and how words can hurt you and whatever. I'm like, okay, so... But yet he still said it's okay to call someone a garbage human when they're acting like one. I'm like, okay, you're a garbage human then. Because it's like, words hurt or whatever. It's like, you think it didn't hurt Sargon a little bit, at least a little bit, to be called that, you know?
Well, my thought on it is I understand why it is Anita might have been threatened.
There were better ways she could have handled it.
She did not. Come on.
It's not that I don't understand why she might have felt threatened. It's that she was supposed to be the professional on a panel.
Yeah.
She should have handled it.
Exactly.
Well, I don't think that she was threatened. I think it's all for a money grab because she knew that her latest video series isn't doing so well.
I think so too.
I'm saying theoretically, if she really did feel threatened.
If she felt threatened, she would have got up and walked out of that room because she didn't have her own security with her. She would have just got up and walked away. You know what I mean?
Because she did call in more security from VidCon.
No, I know, but if someone was really triggered and really threatened and really felt that way, they would have been crying and run out of the room. That's what I'm saying. Plus, she got paid $10,000 to be there, so I guess the money let her stay.
Neither of us actually know Anita Sarkeesian personally, so I don't think it's really fair for us to try to assume how she would have reacted.
That's what annoys me about the conversations is that it's like their defense of Anita is always about how she feels and like what's going through Sargon's mind. Oh, Sargon didn't have good intentions and Anita felt threatened. You don't know what's going through their heads. From the most logical, objective way I can, and I get they tell me mental gymnastics and tribalism.
No, and
that's why they're automatically.
I agree, but we also don't know that those things weren't going through their heads.
But Polygon and everybody is assuming that they know what's going on in these people's heads too, right?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, they're idiots too. But it's just
Brother Bear.
What I got a problem with is the lack of journalistic integrity with Anita and stuff. Her collecting money and lying for what it's for and saying I love video games when she really doesn't. All this other stuff, and it's just like that's what I got a problem with. Her calling someone else out for being garbage when journalistically she has no integrity left, you know. And
I have a question. Do y'all know whatever happened with that Kickstarter scam? Or she did a Kickstarter and she...
Which one?
Danny, is that a face reveal?
The one about the video tropes in video games, though she didn't make enough vids and she didn't return the money.
She eventually finished it. She did finish them. 2 years later. 2 years later, yeah. Oh yeah, she finished it just before she started the new one because she knew that if she started a new one and hadn't finished the old one, they'd get pissed. But what I'm mad about the second one is she made $2 million the year before, so she had the money to do the series without raising more money. You know.
No.
And that's the thing is, and the money's not going to where she promised the first time. She said that the money's going towards her doing research, and that's what I have a problem with. Is that she bought the videos. She didn't play them herself. She bought them all, and that would have been fine if she said, "I'm going to."
Yeah.
If she had, right.
I wanted to make another point.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about them saying that she's afraid of Sargon or feels threatened by him.
Like,
She's that, kind of a scared, thin-skinned person.
Yeah.
It doesn't you wouldn't think that she would, be able to just go up to like Boogie and cuss him out over what he said at that panel.
Yeah, but it's like on the panel, she had more bravery on the panel because she's getting 10 grand or whatever it was to be there. Some ridiculous amount of money, right? And it's like, her normal speaking fee is like double that. So, like she gets 20 grand to speak anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, money's not an issue, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if she's really threatened by the guy. If you're threatened by someone sitting there, though, like, I understand if a guy beats you up or you're dating them and they beat you and then you see them again, that can be traumatizing if they're just sitting there. But in that instance, it's like, I do think that Sargon did try and antagonize her a little bit. That was the whole plan. I get that.
Like, ultimately, it comes down to the gesture of them taking up the first 3 rows in and of itself.
Sargon said was that
while it may
they
not
got
have
there
been
early, so like the rows or something.
Well, I understand.
And everybody kind of
while it may not
okay, sorry,
may not have been intended to be threatening, I can understand why it might have been.
Yeah.
Seem that way.
No,
I'm talking intention here. I'm talking fact what actually just happened. I don't care about their intentions. I'm just looking at the situation.
Yeah. And I think that Sargon, at least at first, Sargon handled it pretty well. Like, just not saying anything and not whatever. Like, I'm sorry, but Anita's article, though, on feminist frequency was dishonest. Like, really. It really was.
Yeah, it was. And just talking for a minute about Anita and the whole money thing, and it's not good to be, like, intellectually dishonest and all that, but maybe it's just the capitalist in me, but if people are really going to pay her for the shit that she does, I feel she should have the right to do that.
Well, look, I would have less of a problem if
she should have the right to do it, but people should have the right to call her out on her shit.
Yeah, but if she came out and said, hey, I'm going to buy this video game footage and use it and analyze it for my video, that would have been fine, right? That's what I have the problem with. If she is honest about it.
Yeah, but again, that makes her a liar, but it doesn't really revoke her right to do that.
No, but it also makes it harder to believe her when she comes out and says shit like, I feel threatened.
I mean...
Oh, of course. And you have absolutely any right to doubt her, question her, criticize her.
Danny, are you saying that people should just be allowed the right to be stupid with their money?
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I
was about to say, Brother Bears probably wanted to say something, and he's being like...
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just listening. I'm not really. I haven't been paying attention to the Anita Sarkeesian and Sargon bullshit that's been going on.
Someone raised
one thing that bothered me is that, I guess the SJW feminist side or whatever, they actually had me like.
Did he cut off or is he?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
fucking missed her every single time.
Well, I was gonna say that somebody raised 10 grand on Kickstarter once to make potato salad. So
to make potato, I want to meet that person.
Yeah, he had a thing. I'm gonna make a potato salad, and if you give me money, I'll send you some of it.
That was the thing.
Yeah, so I mean, if people are gonna give money, people give money to stupid shit all the time. It just makes me mad though that they don't give money to me instead.
I mean, don't you think it's kind of amazing that someone was making a potato salad and he got $10,000 for it?
Yeah, he was only trying to raise like $500, but he raised a ton of money. Like, holy crap!
Why do you need $500 for potato salad?
I said he's gonna buy the most gourmet ingredients.
Oh, okay.
That's like the song.
No, guys. Somebody put the cobber on timeout. I don't know who that was.
It's like the song "If I Had $1 Million." If you ever heard the song "If I Had $1 Million," have you heard this song before?
By Eminem?
No, by Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh.
It was a song where they talk about all stuff they do with $1 million, and one of the lines was,
"If it wouldn't be enough because I'd still be out robbing on the trucks."
No, they said like, if I had $1 million, we wouldn't have to eat Kraft dinner, but we would. We'd just buy all this gourmet ketchup. And
my net went out.
Did the lyrics also go something like, "If I had one wish, I'd wish for a big enough ass for the whole world to kiss"?
No. I wish
Mr. Chaco,
I wish I was a baller. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I had a girl because I would call her or whatever that's.
Mr. Tago, what were you saying? You kind of like cut off and then exited.
Yeah, I cut off. My internet like went off for like a quick second and it cut me off.
Been there.
All right. Been there, done that.
I don't remember what I was saying now. I was just yapping 24 miles an hour.
I haven't been paying attention to the recent stuff with the SJW stuff simply because I've been more interested in like the vegan debates between Vegan Gains and all our skeptic friends. Did you guys? God. Yeah, I don't know why, but I've been watching those. Are any of you guys vegan at all? I doubt it, but is that a possibility?
Oh, if we were vegan, you'd know it. We'd tell you all about it.
Well, I just watched the one with Ranting Monkey.
Yeah.
And I'd have to say he lost.
Vegan
I don't know if you guys.
Veganist, though.
The thing you can't win against vegan gangs.
Well, yes, you can. The thing is that
because
every time
he won't
you
like
bring up
allow
an argument,
it to win. It's like in his mind he cannot lose because he will always.
I know.
His mind is wired
I know what you mean.
Like he'll find some. Like
that, or he'll pull out a gun.
I know exactly what you're talking about. His analogies are just ridiculous and they don't make any sense. But I mean, there are some things that the skeptics just never bring up when it comes to social contract, especially when it comes to animals. And it kind of angers me to the point that I want to debate him myself, knowing that I'd lose because he'd find like my hypocrisies, I guess.
He's still not as bad as Freely was, though. Freely the banana girl, you know?
Who's Freely the banana girl? I want to know.
Okay, Freely the banana girl was this vegan girl on YouTube who like ate like 12 bananas a day and like would go on and attack people for not being vegan and all this stuff, for eating meat, and just like Vegan Gains will pull out a gun though and say, "I'm gonna go shoot everybody who's not vegan." Like, I'm gonna shoot you in the head. Like he's just, I don't know. I think he's a bit of a troll, but not really. I mean,
who, Vegan Gains?
Yeah, but all these vegan people, they like to say, you know, "Oh, if you eat meat, you're a scumbag" or whatever. It's like,
the thing with the vegans is they all say the same thing. Like, have you ever talked to one of them in like Twitter or YouTube comment section? It's like they use the same exact arguments and terms, and it's like, are you all the same person? It's,
you know what you do to prove
I understand what you
talking to like one of Vegan Gains.
Okay, does Vegan Gains have tattoos?
I don't.
Oh no, Danny Drongo was put on timeout. I wonder who did that.
But that's one way to do it. You go and say, "Oh, if you got tattoos are made out of like ground up bones of animals and shit." So
was that true?
Yeah, they have vegan tattoo parlors now.
That just makes it even more even more cool to get a tattoo. Like I wanted a tattoo thinking it was just ink, but animal bones? Damn, it's like fucking badass.
I think I'll look it up, but I believe so, something like that.
But I've gone up against vegans who like to say that people that eat meat are just as bad as the meat industry.
Yeah.
Which is just wrong. And then the idea that Vegan Gains wants the meat industry to collapse is kind of selfish, simply because you're denying the work of others for your own selfish reason. Like, I understand, 50 billion animals die a year, animals being cruel, but in essence, it still gives work to a lot of people. And for that industry to burn,
My thinking is, I just don't see the moral equivalency in us animals when a lot of the animals that are eaten by different cultures around the world would just as soon eat you. But yeah, do we honestly believe we're that superior to them? Yeah. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, tattoos some ink uses bone char, so like the ash from bones, or glycerin from animal fat, gelatin from hooves, shellac from beetles, that kind of thing.
And then
I told this on.
There are some people in the world, not many obviously, but there are some people in the world who would legitimately die if they tried to eat a vegan diet.
Yeah, and look, I admit that like the animal industry isn't the greatest, the way they mistreat animals and stuff, but at the same time, it's like
they should fight against like the way that the industry works, like fight to make it better instead of just trying to flat out end the meat industry.
Which is why I advocate this is why I advocate the whole free range chickens and all that stuff. Right. But in Vegan Gains' eyes, that's not even enough because it's just bullshit. Because you can't if you can't humanely kill a person, there's no way you can humanely kill a cow. And I don't understand why he'd put a cow on the level of a human when they're not the same thing.
Well, vegans should go after fucking halal. That's what they should be going after.
Halal, what's that?
They should go after the Muslims.
Okay, halal meat is like Muslim safe meat, but what they do, it actually does taste better. Someone accidentally did my shopping for me, and they accidentally bought a box that was halal chicken breasts, right? What they do is they cut the animal's throat and let them bleed out.
Verapane actually just made a very good point. Factory farming being bad does not equate to veganism.
You're right. It doesn't. And I get the message that they're trying to put out, but they're going about it wrong.
Well, if we stop like eating meat, what's going to happen to all the animals that are in captivity?
Yeah, that's something that you brought up in the stream with me, Mr. Tago. Yeah. Why wouldn't we eat them? Is my question. Like they're gonna die in the wild anyways. Like probably.
If we let them loose, they're gonna go extinct probably.
Well, like I like the view of like Joe Rogan, right? Hunting for sustainability.
I mean, soon enough, just to be as torture-free, quote unquote, as I can possibly be, I'll be buying my own chickens and getting my own eggs from those. And I already don't eat cheese, butter, and I don't drink milk because I find milk disgusting.
I'm allergic, so yeah.
I've started buying ice cream.
I love ice cream. I can't give that up. I don't eat it as much.
Okay, just making sure.
The pills don't work anymore, so I've started to.
You know what, guys? You know what?
Order pizza,
you know what
but no cheese.
You know what this whole vegan thing is making me want?
Yep.
What?
It's making me hungry for a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Damn. I got all the things in there.
That's that's why I like telling the vegans is that like your like obnoxious attitude just makes people want to eat more meat.
Like
you guys, have you seen Meet Your Food or Meet Your Meat or something like that?
No.
I've watched those videos. Like it's like you watch the cows get slaughtered in a slaughterhouse, and I watch these videos and I just don't care.
I can't eat ground beef anymore though because it just tastes so. I don't know. It tastes weird to me now. It grosses me out, so I can't eat ground beef for some fucking reason. I can if I have like tacos.
Hey, Danny. Danny or Chairview, can you guys answer me a question?
Sure.
What's the difference between a dog and a cow? Not like this isn't what I believe, but what makes it socially unacceptable to kill a dog, but it makes it socially acceptable to kill a cow for meat?
Because
socially nothing.
Mentally, they're smarter.
Dogs are smarter, better for hunting, better for companionship.
All right, so then let's say a pig. Pigs are smarter. They're meant for companion. Well, they're not meant for companionship, but they can be companions. What makes it? What?
If you want to eat a dog, eat a dog.
Yeah. Well, there's you know what's really funny? I don't know if you ever saw it, but Gordon Ramsay had a show where he was like raising pigs, right, with his family, And he told his kids, he's like, don't name them, don't get too close to them because we're going to kill them for food, right? Well, he recorded himself bringing them to the slaughterhouse. He couldn't go in, and he was like crying because he got attached to them, and the kids didn't, you know.
The kids didn't get attached, but he did?
Yeah. And that was surprising for Gordon Ramsay, but it was just funny.
I thought that was like, Gordon Ramsay has emotions? What? Other than anger?
Dude, he's like one of the nicest people if you like see him on that
character. It's a character.
Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah, I've seen
Kitchen Nightmares. He can get really
Nightmares.
angry and emotional, but like you see him on Kitchen Nightmares, he's just like this fun, lighthearted guy.
It's a character like Simon
least
Cowell,
until he
right?
they start pissing him off.
Yeah, but Simon Cowell's the same way. He's an asshole. Like his character is an asshole, but he's a fairly nice guy.
Yeah, he really isn't an asshole. He's just like blunt and honest. So, like if you suck, he's going to tell you, yeah, you suck.
Yep.
Hold back.
That's probably one of the things I like most about Gordon Ramsay.
Well, that's the thing. It's like there's an ethical way. You can be as ethical as possible while still eating meat. That's the thing. It's just like, and the difference is, honestly, that's the difference, is the way society treats them between a dog and a cow. There's a video a while ago. It was some video where a little girl let their pet cow in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And their mother was like, "Why'd you let her in?" "I didn't." "Yeah, okay." It's like, "How'd she get in here then?" Kid's like, "I don't know." But like that cow was acting like, a dog would, like a household pet or whatever.
Since we're bringing this up, they should probably start eating dogs in Romania.
They probably already do.
I don't know if anyone else has subscribed to Vero, but he was talking about how it's overrun with dogs up there.
Yeah.
And there's nothing they can and they're having a hard time dealing with it because the animal activism up there are really insane. They can't. I guess they can't euthanize the dogs, so they just have dogs running all around attacking people and shit.
What about eating horse meat?
The Cobber's trying to get in the stream, talk about he'll take 4v me on veganism.
Nice.
People still eat horse meat. It's just only legal to butcher it in one
the alt-right were vegans,
isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't know the alt-right existed until Dingo Twitter. I thought it was something the SJWs or CNN just made up. Or 4chan made up and people just believed it was real.
Speaking of 4chan and shit, did you see that stupid guy behind the CNN Donald Trump tweet apologized?
I kept hearing about that, but I don't know exactly what happened. But someone said that CNN doxed him.
CNN threatened to dox him, yeah.
That's really fucked up.
Threatened to dox him, so he didn't want to get doxed, so he just apologized or whatever.
Does that mean CNN is worse than Fox News now?
Well, they always have been, but Fox News is still pretty bad too. Especially when you got stupid articles that they're covering, like this stupid baby that got born without a gender because the mother wants to push their agenda on the baby.
Feel sorry for that baby.
The mother is non-binary, trans or whatever, and didn't want to push gender on the child. It's so they put a U on the birth certificate for unknown.
Okay, how about we just
can you not
get rid of gender and just have biological sex? Leave it at that.
Because I don't think that ever be able to happen. I mean, then this argument would come up that because there's no such thing as gender now, I'll kill myself because I can't identify. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and kill yourself because the world will be better out. No, I'm not. God, that's horrible.
Well, I mean, I there's 8 billion people. We don't really need that many.
Well, we're approaching the next World War soon anyway. The next World War will be with Korea, and we're all gonna die. So.
How about we keep gender, but it doesn't go on your birth certificate? We just have your biological sex on the birth certificate.
Well, the U.S. and South Korea are taking it seriously because they've been doing missile tests and they've been doing joint operations right now. So.
Yeah, but
South
you really
Korea?
think North Korea will be able to stand up to America? Like, honestly.
No, the problem is that even with a missile, the US
but
has
they
so
would
many more.
probably
Trying.
do something stupid.
But the U.S. has ships surrounding them. You know what I mean? Like
I try.
They'll hold
can't get
South
their Navy
Korea
ships
hostage.
Exactly. North Korea's not going to be able to get their ships out or whatever, so it doesn't. Like, I don't think that missile's going to reach as far as they say it will. He finally got one that went like 900 kilometers or something, but
like I'm getting so sick of like North Korea. I just think that all of North Korea should just die like the Great Flood and then restart.
World War III will be looks like it's going to be USA, South Korea, Japan, all those people. Like, it's going to be. I don't think anything will happen to the U.S. I think they would destroy Korea. Like.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I think Korea should be just like wiped out, like the Great Flood, and then just restart.
Well, the North should be annexed by the South, right? South Korea will just take it over. That's what'll happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
They should go in there.
South Korea's not as bad as North Korea.
They should go in there and topple the Kim Jong-un regime, or whatever you want to call it. And stop the family from going in there, and hopefully try and install a better person.
I have a question. I'm not being someone who's not that politically knowledgeable. Mm-hmm. How much do we know that Kim Jong-un actually does anything?
Well, he's
not just like the poster boy. And the government does everything, and he just does what they say.
They've been trying to launch missiles, and they weren't going very far. It was a joke.
Yeah, but you're saying like, how do we know this is like I'm saying, like, are we sure he's really in charge, and it's not like just the government, and he just
no that family's definitely in charge.
He just waves and smells and looks at he just doesn't look like he's smart enough.
His girlfriend and stuff, his latest girlfriend and everything, she just vanished off the face of the earth. So he definitely had her killed. And like all these people. And meanwhile the US is like, oh, we're gonna send Dennis Rodman back there. What the fuck? Because he really likes basketball. That family likes basketball.
Yeah, I know. He and Dennis Rodman were like friends, which is crazy.
No, that was the old guy, not the current guy. But I think it'll be the same thing.
But Dennis Rodman was friend with Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I say. That's why it's so silly. That's why that movie. That's why the interview was so good. And nobody liked it. But
you gook. The fuck is the cobber talking about?
Best thing about the interview was how much
I'm not even paying attention to him anymore.
Yeah, it seems like he's just spouting nonsense now. He literally just called someone a gook. Hold on, wait.
He's out there getting triggered.
Like in the Vietnam War.
I'm gonna have to Urban Dictionary that. Gook.
What, gook? That's what they called like the Vietnamese during like the Vietnam War. Haven't you ever seen Full Metal Jacket?
So yeah.
No, I have not seen Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, I'm a gook, but I'm white.
Well,
yeah, that makes sense.
Why do I have to? Why do I have to?
It's like one of the best movies, period. That's like.
You know what else is
like
one of the best
movies
movies,
you have
period?
to see before you die. Yes.
Do you know what else is one of the best movies, period? The Room.
What?
Yet nobody tries to watch it.
There's a new one. Tommy Wiseau has a new movie.
I thought everybody's seen The Room.
Okay, the guy who played his friend there. What's his name in the Room? Danny. Not Danny. No, the other guy. Mark. The guy who played Mark. He wrote and directed this new one, and it's awful.
Yeah.
I know it's awful. Well, what's it called?
Best Friends, but the R is in brackets, so it's Best Fiends.
Oh my god.
Go watch the trailer.
I thought he made a movie called The Disaster Artist.
I did a review of it on my channel, and I just went like...
When did it come out?
It's just the trailer. It's not... The movie itself isn't out yet, but once it does, I'll be watching it. It's not quite as bad as the other one. They have better production value, and the music is by Imagine Dragons, surprisingly.
Really?
What? They have the rights to that? They have enough money for that?
Apparently. But then in the movie, it's like, I don't know, at one point Tommy's on the ground and it looks like he might be dead or something, and he's like, I'm going to teach you something about loyalty. And then... But it's just so terrible. Like, he shows up on the side of the road, this guy's there, and he's like, family kidnapped by ninjas, will work for food. And then at one point there's a scene, Tommy Wiseau just pulls out a thing of Vaseline on his finger and just starts smearing it on the guy's face, and I'm trying to figure out, what? Why? So Tommy Wiseau plays a mortician who is also in the gold business, and he's like putting gold into people's mouths or something, dead bodies. I guess he's taking dead bodies and like, I assume he's taking dead bodies and removing the gold from their teeth. Something like that.
Danny, why the fuck are you
If I had some dead bodies, I'd have...
But the best part of the room is when Danny's like, I just like to watch. And it's like, what the fuck? They had the sex scene and he goes up in the thing and they start having a pillow fight. But I went through that movie frame by frame because I was trying to do a parody of it. And I discovered that there's a frame here and there from another scene. Some are totally different in the movie. Like, the editing is just so bad that they missed like single frames.
Oh, hey, Danny.
How's your
something that I want to take back? What? There's something that I want to take back from one of your streams. In one of your streams, I said you can't be satanic and atheist at the same time. I was very, very wrong about that. Yes, you can.
Yeah, sure you can.
If you
That's
mean like
the whole point.
If you mean like a LaVeyan Satanist,
no,
I agree.
I think I'm going to move on to becoming a LaVeyan Satanist.
Yeah, because
just to piss
Do you
off
know about LaVeyan Satanism?
Satan.
Are you going to go
Satan
to the like? Are you going to go to the Church of Marilyn Manson, man?
No, I'm not going to be that dedicated to it. But I am thinking of buying a Bible.
Replicate the white skins, considering he's one of them dirty, dirty black people.
Satanism is more like eye for an eye kind of thing and living your own life and whatever, right?
Oh, hey, that's right.
Yeah,
Alt-Righter. Brother Bear is black. I have a black man in my stream.
But the Baphomet statue thing was really funny, though, when they did that.
Have alt-right followers? What?
Well, everybody in the skeptic community.
Dingo. There's this thing called Dingo Twitter, and so they're harassing Danny because his name is Danny the Keck Dingo.
Well, you forget that everybody in the skeptic community is alt-right, apparently. So.
I mean, I'm in the skeptic community. I'm black. I can't be alt-right because I'm black. So.
Why is it that whenever?
What is Danny?
That's
okay. No, you're not black. Brother Bear's not black. He's an Oreo.
Well, look. Whenever I see your name,
I can turn on my camera since Danny's obviously doing the face reveal. I have no problem with doing the face reveal either.
Why is it that every time I see your name or your videos, though, I just think of Phil Collins? Like,
but don't worry, the alt-right can't be racist because racism is a crime, and crimes are for black people.
I have to tell you though, what a piece of shit movie. Okay, Brother Bear, what a piece of shit movie that was.
Stop it, okay? That was one of my favorite movies back then.
You'll be in my heart.
Wait, is that really where you got your name from?
If you want me to go into history about how I got my name, like the 5-minute history, I can.
Can you give me a quick rundown that lasts for
Yeah. So basically, my nickname is Bear because my name's Larry, so Lair Bear, and then I'm my sister's brother and Bear, so Brother Bear. Boom.
Okay.
Fuck off, Satanist edge bags. Let me in there to Bible thump you people.
What is wrong with the cobber?
Is the cobber copper?
Chair.
This is just a this guy's just a troll. I feel like he has to be a troll.
Definitely trolling.
Okay, and I think we get it. We get it, Cobber. Okay, you're making a reference and saying that Danny's fat. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, Danny will do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, I'm surprised comment when I was.
I trust that Danny will live.
Well, okay. I was talking to Pitmonk once, and he goes, I said something about my teeth that I don't like to show my face because of that, and he's just like, I'm a fat fuck and I don't give a shit. So why are you complaining about it? Who cares? You know.
How in the heck am I supposed to get any sleep with all you all making all this jabbering and noise?
Get off my lawn!
Here, just in time to argue with the alt-right.
Bloodwing.
I've been sitting there watching them out in the chat for a while.
Bloodwing.
Okay, what's going on, Brother Bear?
Bloodwing. It's been so long since I've last seen you. I see you in my dreams. It's so freaking creepy. Why?
That's a bit creepy, Brother Bear. That's a bit creepy, dude.
Why was I expecting the Herbert?
Why are you in my dreams?
Why is the old? Hold on a second. Why is the old man allowed on? Because the old man is my friend. You fuck. I hate having him around other than you fucking autistic bastards.
Danny and I have been friends since we both started YouTube channels at about the same time. So step off.
I've been gone.
Yeah, it was about
I'm
what,
sorry,
like,
you guys.
Oh, do you know who we triggered at one point?
Life when you first showed up in my comment section.
You guys will love this story. You know who Jenny McDermott is,
I
right?
randomly. Wait, what?
guys,
What?
You guys know Jenny McDermott, right?
I've heard of
I
said
heard
person.
about. I heard that she's the one who made fun of Thunderfoot's dad for having cancer.
Yeah, someone made a joke and posted on Twitter and said that because I'm a cockatoo, she had a picture of a cockatoo. They said, "Oh, Chervy's dating Jenny McDermott now." It was a joke, right? And Jenny McDermott got a hold of it and commented on one of my videos, and then like responded to the tweet and said, "I'm gonna keep doxing anonymous shitlords and pedos." And I'm like, "You're gonna put us in the same boat as pedophiles?" Like, so then I had a stream where I'm like, "Why don't you love me, Jenny?" And I was just like showing my face. I'm like, "How's that, bitch? There's my face. I'm not anonymous anymore, so screw off." You know.
Hey, old man, can I ask you a question?
Yo. Yeah, go ahead.
Would you ever debate vegan games?
Oh God.
It wouldn't do me any good to debate a vegan because number one, you're never going to convince me not to eat meat. Number two, I don't care about the freaking animals. I really don't. I've looked a cow straight in the eye and killed it and butchered it. I field dressed my first deer at 10 years old. So yeah.
I got a question. Do vegans eat pussy though?
No, because it's an animal.
So wait, so that's why Vegan Gain's girlfriend looks so fucking miserable.
Because they're so worried about what they eat all the time. I don't give a fuck. I'm a fat fuck too because I don't care. Plus, I'm in a wheelchair, so I can't do anything. I can't exercise. So what the fuck? Who cares?
I really don't care what they eat. I don't care what anybody's diet eats. If you want to eat just a bunch of vegetables, hey, knock yourself out. Just stay out of my face while I'm eating my steak.
I ate peaches for dinner yesterday.
You ate lucky you.
How'd you get to Australia?
Who's in Australia?
That was a Peach Bailey joke. Sorry, it went over your head.
I'm gonna turn my cam on just so Cobber can I'm gonna turn my cam on and let Cobber make fun of me because why not?
Why talk about debating when you can actually debate someone now?
That's true.
I mean, I guess.
Why debate vegan gains on eating meat when you can just eat meat?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only reason I possibly debate vegan gains is to well, I wouldn't debate him. I just have a discussion about meat because that's what I support. But that's pretty much it.
I'd make him watch Cannibal Holocaust.
My most controversial video right now, people got mad because I commented on the native thing and I said that the natives are already getting too much shit, too many special privileges already, so they should stop bitching, and then people got mad at me.
Well, I mean, don't they get paid by casinos? Is that a rumor or is that actually true?
Well, they have casinos that white people go to, obviously, but this right here, this is how they make their money out the white man. They have these. They sell these to white people.
Oh, cigarettes?
Yeah.
Tobacco, right. All right, I got you.
See, you can tell that these aren't official government ones because they don't have those ugly pictures on the front of them. Yeah. Manufactured by King Enterprises, Mohawk Territory.
Meow.
There you go, the Mohawk Indians.
Who the fuck's meowing?
But that's what. Oh, it's the hat. It's Gary from SpongeBob.
I'd ask who the pussy is, but I already know it's Brother Bear.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Sorry, I was yawning. What did you say? I was not paying attention. I was too focused on my yawn.
Let's all sing that Phil Collins song now.
What are you talking about?
This is the world we live
The Brother Bear movie.
Oh.
It was the Brother Bear movie.
I don't remember that much about the movie.
No. Bloodwing's not fat. He's just old.
Oh.
I don't know. Getting a little thick around the middle, but other than that, no.
It's all the beer you've been drinking, man.
But no, so the natives were saying that Canada Day.
Bloodwing drinks all that box wine.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Because our country's birthday is on the 1st, right? So we had that thing, and the natives are like, "Oh, you celebrate Canada Day is taking away from the shit that they did to us," and blah blah blah. And it's like, fuck you. They give you like $50 billion a year with free healthcare that's only for natives, and all this other stuff, and you get your own reserves, and they have a native status card which lets them off of tax. They don't pay any tax. The other side they're bitching, saying that Canada's not giving them enough reparations. It's just stupid. I don't know.
Right.
And Canada's only 150.
All right, so now we're all beta cups.
And we're only 150 years old, Canada, so But we did burn down the motherfucking White House once, so there's that. Sorry,
Why
not
are
sorry.
you so spooked of one little artist? Let me in to bully you. You get these people to follow you.
Let them in. Come on, let them in. It'll be fun.
Is it somebody from the Dingo Twitter who stalking your channel? Maybe.
It's from It's the guy from fucking Dingo Twitter.
Really?
What is wrong with these people?
By the way,
why are they
white supremacists? That's what's wrong with
By the way, you spelled it wrong. It's not nog, but whatever.
Expect spelling to be a strong suit.
It's an I. If you're gonna use a racial slur, it's an I, not an O. Okay.
Nick Dog.
Then you should let the Dingo Twitter guy in and
I actually met someone who actually thought that nigger was a bad thing to say.
Oh no.
No.
I'd say the word for the life of him.
Do you know who? Have you heard of Anthony Bryan? Anthony Bryan.
Anthony who?
I want maximum audience. I want to be able to promote that for a week or two.
Okay, his name is Anthony Bryan Logan.
What?
Okay, he's really popular. We had him on, and he's like, "Please don't use the word," right? And he got all mad. And one of my friends immediately comes on and uses the word right away, and I'm like, "God damn it!" And so he won't come on my streams anymore and talk about political shit. He's boring as fuck, but at least he talks about political issues. But he won't do it anymore because we used the word nigger, so he got mad.
Well, you'll be getting your stream back on your main channel here in a couple of weeks, won't you, Danny?
Yeah.
It won't last long.
Wait, what happened to Danny? Dan, what happened?
I remember when I got this several months ago.
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, Brother Bear, they're calling you out.
Out. For what reason?
Ooga. Don't you know
Ooga
that's
booga? Meaning? Because that was something that Scribe said to me.
Yeah.
Hey, Chairview, the Cobber will come on your stream and talk about politics.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Can we get the Cobber and Copper Cab? Can I get the Cobber and Copper Cab on at the same time?
Cobber, man.
God, that'd be.
He's got to be nothing more than a troll.
Okay, so Copper Cab comes on.
He has to be a troll.
Copper Cab's on there.
Dude, let him on.
I had Danny DeChamp was on there, and Copper Cab comes on with him, and So Jeff Holiday comes on and trolls him and is like, "You're my favorite YouTuber. I've admired you for my entire life." And he convinced him to take his shirt off. And then I had 9 guys on my stream take their shirts off, and it's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, I know.
Was it a bit of a sausage fest, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of fun with
Sounds like my kind of party.
Jeff Holiday's fun though, so you know.
How old is the cobber?
No, and I don't frankly care.
He seems like he's like 12.
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. He ain't coming on tonight.
Let's just do what Pitmunk does and say, "Pay
Will
the
he
clock."
come on?
Tell Cobber that
He's
on
coming
the
on
clock.
to you, Danny.
He's on
He's
the
coming
clock
on to you,
instead of
Danny. He
you.
really wants you.
Tell him if he donates to your.
I know them alt-right trying to want that dingo cock.
Tell him if he donates to your.
Hey, can somebody
Tell him to donate to your Patreon, and then you'll let him on.
put the comments on the screen so I can see them?
I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
that's got to be all
I how to
Danny.
do that.
You just have to. Well, all you got to do is go to screen. Just.
It's difficult for me because I'm on mobile.
Do it, Brother Bear.
All right, I'll do it.
You can do it, Brother Bear. Oh,
So the brother,
Just don't judge me on the online porn that I have. All right.
So the brother part of
Oh
your
no,
name
it's
isn't just
fine.
Iran.
I'm sure it's no worse than my porn.
We all know
Heard of
you're in.
corruption?
We all know you're
Yeah,
in
ever
the
heard of-
duck.
Hey, Cobber, how much money are you going to pay him to get on though? That's the question, right?
yeah. If you were to fork over like $1,000, I'll let you on tonight.
Don't tempt them. That man.
So,
Yeah,
Danny, let me get
Yo.
this straight, Danny. The whole beef with them is just because you've got dingo in your name. I mean, is that the whole beef?
Literally, if I had something like
represent.
Danny the dog, this wouldn't be an issue. But because my name is Danny the dingo, arch nemesis.
Good
Oh,
lord.
Hey, Danny, lock the screen on me.
Oh, and they're also not a huge fan of the fact that I'm an atheist.
There's
Go
this
figure.
really good parody website that was the other day that I fell for, and Worski has fallen for it now too. It said that the best solution to white genocide is like to abort white babies or something. And then apparently it's
Come
a
on,
site
pussy!
like
I just got a flag mask and everything. Let me on. No, Danny is also gay in that. What the hell?
I'm not. I may be fat, but I'm not gay. I'm bisexual.
I got so
Oh yeah, and atheist.
That is true. There are the difference.
I got some of my buddies that I stream with. I could invite them if you want. They're not.
I don't just
worry,
take the banana. I don't take the banana. I give it two.
they're not asshats
Invite
like
a
Cobber, though.
vegan.
They're not asshats like Cobber though. So
Invite-
they'll be okay. But yeah.
I think the cobber should be afraid that I might infect him with the gay.
He's a fat bag who's giving white people a beta name.
I'll ask in a DM group. I won't tweet
Is
at the
Danny
link.
is Danny Drongo? Is he also Dingo Twitter?
He's also one of them.
Are they like all like from Dingo Twitter?
I was gonna say, you know what's a real beta name?
Seems like it.
Dingo Twitter. Mr. Rhodesia, you seem to think I fucking care what any of you think. I don't.
Dude, Cobber, he already told you you're not coming on. What are you, like 7? Got to keep it. Mommy. Jesus.
Mom, mommy.
Exterminate the
What?
Untermensch.
I'll tell you what. Go subscribe to Pitmunk, and he streams like 5 times a day. So whenever he's streaming, you can go on there and beg to be on his stream, and he'll tell you that you're on the clock, and you'll have to pay in order to get on there.
Bro,
be fair-
Dingo
Still a
Twitter will
massive
never
fag.
recover.
If you don't care, then let us on. Dingo Twitter will never recover.
He's already
Okay.
explained to you this is just a hangout for some friends. If you want to get on a stream, he's already offered to let you on a stream at a later date.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna pull up the 11 rules of
Hi,
Earth.
Legend McTow.
Oh, here's an article for me. CNN talked about what we know about the FetLife fetish website. Yeah. You know nothing if you're calling it that.
I'll search it.
What, FetLife? No, because there's another kidnapping that was on FetLife or whatever. There's someone here that got killed too. How FetLife works? It's a site that you go on and you join. It's a social networking site with porn in it.
Danny, I'll be careful. He doesn't just want on your stream. He wants your stream. He wants you to shoot your stream all over his face.
That's just what I need, though.
He caught your gayness, dude. He caught your gayness.
He wants my stream and his cornflakes.
That's just what I need. That's just what the kink community needs now. We need CNN coming after them and going like, it's the criminal world, and they're all sick fucks.
He's breaking one of the 11 satanic rules of Earth.
Oh shit, dude! He wants in. He wants inside you, Danny. He wants in. You better cover your bumhole.
If he does not stop, destroy him.
Cover your booty.
He's not stopping.
Oh no!
I fucking love that rule out of the mall. When walking into open territory,
not chat trolling.
If someone bothers you, ask him to stop.
Not chat trolling. Oh no,
huh?
That's so horrible.
MGTOW beta's allowed in, but I'm not.
Ooh, legend. You're gonna take that lane
Nobody.
now?
He's finally getting it.
Yeah, get Legend on here.
You're not allowed in.
Invite Legend and not him. That'll be
fucking
fun.
Legend. Fucking Legend took it like a legend. All MGTOWs are beta.
Hey, Legend, I got a question for you. Do you think that red pill philosophy is a MGTOW? That's what I want to know. Because I called him out and said that he was a MGTOW, but I think he's a MGTOW. Get to the gym.
Who, Markov?
Get to the gym, dude. Why are you even streaming? I feel bad for you, Danny. Why do you have these people? Why do you have these people of all people watching?
Because they don't like that I have Dingo in my name, and that's essentially all this comes down to.
Hold on, what is that on the side?
Why?
11 rules of Earth.
The cobber wants red pill's anus.
The cob wants red pill's anus. Back, guys.
No, he did a video where he said that fidget spinners are the devil, but what he was talking about was like saying that fidget spinners are bad for kids.
Mr. Rhodesia, well, we're not the ones being faggots. You guys are the ones who want like to give it up Danny's ass. So
Canadians definitely are cocks. I admit that, but you know. Okay, Legend MGTOW. The question was red pill philosophy. Do you think that he's a MGTOW? Because
I missed the question.
Red pill's just nutty.
Fidget spinners are based. What does that even mean?
It's like based on.
What does that even mean? Fidget spinners are based. What does that even?
Drunk.
Like,
Cobber's just breaking the first rule of Earth. Do not give opinions or advice unless you are asked.
Base literally means that you don't change. You don't change no matter what anybody thinks. How can you apply that to fidget spinners?
Well, why are they bringing up fidget spinners? Well, we talked this. About fidget spinners, and I just missed.
Yeah, red pill philosophy was. That's why I was bringing it up.
Oh, okay.
But like, I've seen some of his other videos, and it's just like ridiculous the stuff he says. So that's why I'm wondering if he's, I don't know if he's considered part of the MGTOW community.
I was like in a stream with him once, and he just like started like getting really sensitive and just like, "Why are you guys attacking me?" And then once he got off the stream, he started like talking tough in the chat again.
But like, okay, some of the guys that I hate that are MGTOW though, I can't stand. Well, angry MGTOW people say sound like him, but whatever. He's okay. Angry MGTOW, yeah.
What is Untermensch? What does that mean?
It's
I don't
German.
understand.
That's all that matters. It's German. It's a
Of course,
Nazi
it's probably a Nazi saying.
Yeah, of course it's German, but I don't know what that means.
I know what an Ubermensch is.
But that's okay, because if they identify as Nazis, that means they're also dirty, dirty socialists, so we can give them a helicopter ride.
It's non-Aryan inferior people. I'm white, so
I'm inferior people.
I'm superior
Wow.
because I'm white. Yeah.
I have a German avatar, so I'm a Nazi, I guess.
Hitler didn't do nothing.
You sound like an
Hitler
even
did nothing
luckier
wrong.
version of Angry McDowell.
Yeah. I'll
Danny-
do
Did
a
nothing wrong.
Oh, hey,
I'm
it's
gonna do
Legend.
I'm gonna do a
What's
parody
up?
where I'm just like angsty MGTOW here, you know. Just make fun of him. But no, I can't
Okay.
stand
Danny
Sandman.
Drongo must really like you, Danny, because he named
Fucking-
himself after you.
Fucking Sandman though, okay?
I know, he's probably my biggest fan.
Sandman
Does
Does anyone remember Muffin?
Muffin!
Hey, Legend, what's going on, man?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Hey.
So, I'm sure you've noticed the alt-right has decided they're going to hang out in my chat today.
Yeah.
The Australian alt-right.
Did you see that stream I just got done doing with Porpoiseful?
No.
Nah, I got home from work and then immediately started setting up this stream.
I love that guy. He's freaking cool.
It's Nietzsche Prol. What's a prol?
Sounds like Nietzsche.
What is that even? I'm just gonna start ignoring the chat. Like they're all just autists,
They're just-
aren't they?
By the way,
Bunch
do
of fag-
you think the Sandman actually means what he says? Sandman.
Hey,
he's a-
Danny Drongo,
Big
do
job.
you like Kraftwerk?
I'll bet you they like color. I bet you they like coloring books, crayons, and helmets.
Well, he's saying a bunch of like German words, so I figured I'd just ask him if you like Kraftwerk.
Hey,
I wonder
Forbidden.
if he's
How you
read
doing?
Mein Kampf.
He's in the chat.
I discovered, by the way, that if you put MGTOW at the title of any video, you'll get lots of hate. So
I just
Hey,
noticed that too.
Legend.
Yeah, you will.
How are you? I've never really met you before. What's up?
I'm a nobody.
no, but why is it that like
I mean-
every video you have to throw
Legend-
they have to throw MGTOW on the end of it? Like it's just ridiculous. Some of it.
Like
Go on.
the most chill MGTOW on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay. He's all right.
Oh, thanks, guys.
It's all right.
What the hell?
He's
Real
probably one
Forbidden
MGTOW.
Thinker just said.
There's two guys that are like there's Magnus Deacon, you might not have heard of him, and then there's Optimus Christ, and they're both pretty cool MGTOWs. So.
I
if
did
you
a
ever-
stream with Optimus Christ.
Yeah,
on
he's fun.
the
He's fun.
atheist or the politely atheists channel.
Yeah, Tim's fun too.
Cool
Tim's
guys,
awesome.
man.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
I should invite him on right now. Actually,
On YouTube that don't like hate me.
I should tell them that. I should tell them that I'm streaming with you right now. Maybe they'll want to come in.
You want to
We're
hit
talking
up
about-
Yo Braxis?
Oh, Yobi, Yobi.
Is anybody going to ask what
If I say
the
I-
thing about having sex with dolphins is?
Oh yeah.
You don't want to get into a MGTOW argument with Yobi right now. Come on.
I've already
Yobi.
talked to him about it. We don't have a
As
problem.
as
with
fun
it.
as it would be.
Nothing. Yobi would just come in and be like, Paul Elam this and Paul Elam that. I don't have a problem with Yobi.
He'll-
Anyway. Yobi's cool though, so I don't mind. I
Yeah,
don't
he'll
know if
call
he's-
everybody a cuck.
I don't know if he's still in
Something,
here.
something MGTOW has gone astray.
Yobi's not in this group anymore, but what's his name is? Optimus is in here. I haven't seen him in a few days.
I
Hey,
was
Pure
on.
Carbon is here. Hey, Pure Carbon, what's up? I haven't seen you since the last time I've streamed, like a month ago.
What's up, Carbon? Oh,
He literally told me that the last time that
Carbon is funny because he has like a pretty decently growing channel in like the like intellectual genre, but he follows and goes in with a bunch of and
Daniel, you
sits
gonna
in the
just
streams of a bunch
Type
of shitlords.
that. Are you just gonna take that? Copper's like, man, he's poning you.
Nice.
pussy.
I'm autistic all the time.
You call-
This is
you-
5
You are what you
legits.
eat.
Wait. You call that poning? My 10-year-old grandson has better insults than that.
Yeah.
Get good, dude.
Cobber, let me tell
Yeah.
you something. I am not a liberal, nor am I conservative. I like to sit on the fence and call people out on their bullshit.
Okay, Yobi just shared a video.
I thought we were. So are we alt right? Like
Yeah.
to the alt right we're liberals, and to like the SJWs we're alt right.
Can I just call myself a critical thinker?
Better into
Yeah.
what the Copper would consider to be alt-light.
Alt-light, like light alt-right, like light beer, kind of.
I was wondering the
Like
same thing.
Glorious
What's the
Southern,
last
Rebel
word?
Media, that area.
I like Rebel Media.
Trademark. Hashtag alt-centrism.
Oh my god, Yobi is calling out Traversal of MGTOW and called him the Traversal of MGTard.
Be a radical centrist?
Oh, he'll say draft
What does that
type
even
shit.
look like?
Okay, definition of a radical centrist: armored skeptic.
Cobber, I can't be lib. I voted for Donald Trump. That takes away my right to be a liberal.
Why?
I was gonna say, yeah, I voted for Trump too.
I voted for Donald Trump too, but I'm still not a conservative.
Hey, Danny.
I just did.
Yo,
They voting for Donald Trump doesn't make you conservative. It just means you can't be liberal.
Hey, Danny.
See.
yeah, Bloodwing.
I don't think Cobber I don't think he knows me very well.
Here's one.
If he's accusing me,
Everybody
and,
that
along with the
leans
group
to the
of being
right
left.
voted for Trump.
Okay. MGTOW
Yeah.
stands for miserable guys that only wank.
Is that a feminist
Legend, can
or
you
a little girl?
confirm this?
That's what Yobi said. Yeah. He's so funny though. But yeah, as far as being centrist or whatever, it's like, according to the political compass test
He
or
want
whatever.
okay. He just wants to sing the Aussie national anthem, man.
No, but
Punch
according
him
to
in the face
that, I
now.
am.
Like he's become
Yobi
as
will
annoying
enjoy
as
seeing who he
Skyfall.
can trigger.
I know. That's why he's funny.
Yes, that would be just still no.
Hey man, who's shooting up?
An anthem that I need.
I got some fireworks going on at my end. I'm not going to mute
All right.
myself
One
either.
anthem
It's the fucking
that I
4th of
need.
July.
Well, I wasn't gonna tell you to mute yourself to
Thank
begin
you.
with, so you're all
We'd have to
good.
lock horns then, you know, because I'm pretty nationalistic.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Cobber, can you sing "Don't
I
Eat the
don't
Yellow
like you.
Snow"?
This
What
is
is
the
that?
only
Is that
That's
Is that Chatelet?
Shut up, Brother Bear.
What is that? My ears are bleeding.
Chatelet.
It's a Chatelet song.
Chatelet, Chatelet, oh no!
God damn it! Stop triggering people.
Is that a porn?
Mike's Hard Lemonade, really? You a girl?
Sounds like a porn.
Chatelet, my
Where's the
brother.
freaking cat? I
You're
haven't
not a
seen
true
the cat in a while. Where'd
Pakistani
it
unless
go?
you listen to Chatelet
By the way, did you hear that?
unironically.
The creator of Pepe the Frog is relaunching him as a peace symbol.
It's what?
Are you gonna get copyright strike?
That's
This
that's
song
what
is
okay. Okay.
that I've
like-
never gotten caught. Oh fuck!
Ears are bleeding now. Like that hurts.
People, the oppressed people.
Okay, remind me not to drink vodka straight right now. That's a bad idea.
What did you just try to drink?
Oh, just
Chatelet,
straight vodka.
Chatelet, oh no! Now the only person commenting is the Cobber.
It's watermelon Smirnoff.
Hey, brother Bear.
How are we going
Yeah.
to get a copyright strike for like a song by that's like song and it was released back in 1985.
If you keep it to 20 seconds.
You called my name, yes?
Yes. I was going to suggest that you sing a solo. Solo, I can't hear you.
I asked if anyone wanted to stream with Legend Big Tao, and they said, "Who's that?"
You asked who?
Just
Okay.
people that know you and like.
I gotta go.
Alright.
Say go thing.
It's a DM group that
Later.
like Optimus Christ is in and stuff.
See you, man.
What
Alright.
is your avatar?
Hey, Cobber. Keep an eye out.
Ew.
Sexy thing.
Ew, don't say that. Don't say things like that.
Yeah, that's ableist.
Oh, I was just letting him know that, he better watch out because I'm coming to rape him in his sleep. Bye, y'all.
Cobber is a silly cunt. He's literally sat here for what is probably now
An
Okay,
hour.
a stream that he's not going. Has been told he's not getting in several times.
A guy named the Distributist, who has apparently 5,000 subs, I've never heard of him, said that the alt-right deserves a better class of critic.
That's nice. I don't particularly care.
I know.
Well, you got some serious fireworks going on over there, Legend.
I just have thunder
Yeah.
since
No,
I'm
he's
in
in the-
Puerto Rico.
It was pretty.
No, he's in the ghetto.
It was
so.
pretty calm earlier, like in that other stream
None of that.
a couple hours ago.
Defend yourself.
Cobber, you aren't getting on, says Danny. Stop trying, dear God.
So, from what? According to you, we're just a bunch of libtards. Look at.
Look,
Wait, I thought we were all right. I am so confused.
To the SJWs, we're all right. To them, we're libtards.
well, listen, Cobber, you can come on my stream on Friday, and you can be a shitlord all you want, and we'll all make fun of you for it. Okay?
Well, he's gonna get on that veganism topic with you, man.
Oh, good.
He's-
I have lots of people that love vegan gains
Why?
because he's a dick. I was being sarcastic. Just.
Yes,
Well,
Tigerson, the alt-right are a bunch of entitled little bitches.
Understand what he's talking about. I'm not entitled at all. I'm
You don't know. You don't deny the alt-right.
Is he liberal? So we're alt right now? Is that what's going on?
Apparently.
Define alt-right. Critics.
Hardcore
It seems to
SJW.
have been pretty subjective from what I've witnessed. Maybe I've just
According to
witness
hardcore
bias
SJW,
shit.
that I'm a capitalist. The alt-right.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
How many different names are they gonna create for fucktards?
Well, if you oppose anything, you're a literal Nazi now. So.
I oppose
Unless you're
everything
opposing the
that-
alt-right. Then you're fuck.
Put it this way: this is where I stand. Whatever you want to call me, I don't give a fuck. Anything that veers away from common sense, logic, reason, history, science, and veers towards hate, fuck everything that it stands for, all its different
I almost had
levels
a
and spectrums.
I almost got a white supremacist on my stream last week. I was gonna tear him a new asshole. Though.
I've got.
You're gonna
several
love
in
that
my
stream then. Here, I'll
He,
see what I can
no-
do
no-
about getting the link for it.
This guy
Actually, I
was
tweeted it, so I'll get that.
This guy was a he worked Richard Spencer's security detail at that last protest they did.
Guys, I have a question.
Yeah.
Should I play Call of Duty Zombies or Street Fighter 4? I can't decide.
Zombies. Not even a question.
It is a question.
Make sure you kill all the
What?
Nazi zombies.
That's what I love about Street Fighter 4, man. Nazis, I mean not Street Fighter, Call of Duty, fucking Nazi zombies, man.
Yeah.
That's if you can put Nazis into anything, do it. I just want to kill Nazis. Not because I think like Nazis are so wrong. I don't know. I like killing Nazis.
It's the sick thrill.
It's a thrill. Kill all the Nazis. You know, real Nazis. I would. Not like
Legend, just so you know, you're now a moderator on this channel.
Oh, why do you have to give me extra responsibility? Damn it!
Now do your job, and
I'm going my way.
Put
Why
Cobber
do I
in
need to be your
timeout.
bishop?
Timeout. It's now your job to do so.
You know what? I'm busy doing something else. So, how about you do what you want to do?
Take that authority and just smack people in the face with it like it's a penis.
All right. Can you check in the chat side of like back chat or whatever you want to call it?
You retards, Nazis were right. How the fuck were Nazis wrong? Gas chambers can't have wood doors. The hell was that?
What was that, Legend?
That was me.
The Nazis were wrong because they killed several million people, you psychopath.
Look at the screenshot and examine it, and you'll get a decent kick.
Holocaust didn't happen. What are you talking about?
Is this private, or can I like show it? Or is it private?
I don't give a fuck. I put it on Twitter, man.
Nah, Politipod talking about CNN blackmail. I don't feel like talking about that, so I'm not gonna...
Now it just sounds like gunshots all the way.
Yeah, probably was. They're using the fireworks to cover their gunfire.
Yeah, if it was my neighborhood, it probably was gunshots.
Look at the icons.
Hitler was misunderstood. Why does Tigerson have...
Nothing.
Danny, what have you done?
Man.
What do you mean, what have I done?
Why does Tigerson have a wrench?
It's fantastic.
Hitler was just misunderstood.
What, he was? What?
Dadgum. Who's busting up some wood in there or something?
You just fucking said dadgum.
Sorry, Bloodwing. That's what happens when I masturbate.
Oh.
It was a case of Pepsi, goddammit.
He said dadgum.
I was going to say pop, but then you guys would be like, what's pop?
Cost didn't happen. They weren't wrong to do it. Pick one.
No, it's not soda. Okay, it's not soda. The correct name is pop. Thank you.
Soda.
Coke, Pepsi, whatever you want to call it.
Soda.
I don't know. We rednecks call it pop.
Exactly. Like half the United States.
Let's call it soda pop.
Okay, so
together and call it soda pop.
Get off my lawn, you kids, crazy kids.
No, I will be on your lawn if I want to be.
I find it funny that
Tigerson, the wrench means that if you ever want to shut the cobber up, you can.
Yeah, you can put him in a timeout.
Holocaust didn't happen. They weren't wrong to do it. Pick one.
You click on those 3 dots beside his name, and you can do whatever you want. I once made like everybody in a stream the mods, and now a lot of the people that I stream with are all mods.
Wrong to try to take over large amounts of land and kill the few Jews. They did.
Oh yeah, a few, just like
you.
People, and their qualifications for a Jew had little to do with what Jews actually look like, if we're even talking about ethnic Jews, which are so fucking rare nowadays.
Yeah.
Because they killed all the Jews across the conquered land of Europe, you fucking retard. They invaded everywhere and just left everything as it was. You were stupid. Which one?
I think Cobber is just autistic. This problem.
I know.
He can't be retarded or
stupid.
stupid.
Really shouldn't yell at the retard, but
I gotta start commenting on my videos and watching people who are posting scriptures in my fucking videos.
Hey, Cobber, you got it wrong. Danny's not the Jew in the stream. I am. Now, come fight me.
What?
That's right.
Wait, old man, you're really a Jew?
No, I'm a quarter.
Oh, okay, ethnic, okay.
Yep.
All of my ancestry comes from either Ireland, Scotland, or Native Americans.
Well, that's where all the Jews came from, you fucking idiot.
I don't have a lick of you in me.
Came from? What are you talking about?
Even then, come back. I'm fine. Blonde-haired and blue-eyed fucker.
I thought you had brown eyes.
No, I have blue eyes.
Oh, all right. I see it.
I have a
nose. I can see it in your face.
I have an Irish nose, retard.
Okay,
people
no,
had big
Danny.
noses. That's not just a Jewish trait.
Listen to this shit. I want to punch CNN in the face right now. I wasn't gonna do a video about it, but now I kind of have to. CNN is not publishing Hannah Whole Solo's name because he is a private citizen who has issued an extensive statement of apology, showed his remorse by saying he's taken down all his offending posts, and because he said he's not going to repeat this ugly behavior on social media again. In addition, he said his statement could serve as an example to others not to do the same. This is the part that I'm pissed off about. CNN reserves the right to publish his identity should any of that change. They have the right to publish your identity? No, they fucking don't.
Whatever if it were to jeopardize someone's life and it was authorized by the authorities.
Okay. But real journalists protect their sources, okay?
It's kind of like doctor-patient privilege and confidentiality.
CNN isn't.
I know.
CNN doesn't have journalists.
They're just further proving their point, right? They're proving our point when we say that CNN is garbage.
Well, yeah, fake news isn't going to adhere to journalistic ethics.
You know what's pretty bad is that fucking what's his name? Prison Planet, whatever. Alex Jones. Alex Jones has been the most accurate about the election in CNN. Like, he was the most accurate news about the election. That's fucking scary.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I think one of the reasons why a lot of people attempt to dismiss him is because he's very over the top. He's very over the top.
But like with CNN, it's like you can't post a joke now. Like, oh my god. Like
all the time. I don't care if CNN sees it.
Why does anybody even care about them other than for a tactical perspective? I mean, you know that they're the enemy.
Well,
I do stand for something. Cobber. I stand for everybody's freedom to do whatever they want.
Hey, Cobber.
CNN is based.
He found funny. That's it.
Hey, Cobber.
I'll try making a point.
Listen, dude. I am a boomer, so any point I make is going to come from that perspective. Freaking idiot.
Okay, stand for something. Okay. Most of the alt-right are racist fucking pieces of shit who don't deserve to have a platform. How's that?
I stand for Levian Satanism.
Okay, sorry, pardon me.
What I stand
they don't deserve to have a platform where they aren't criticized constantly. I'll reword
I wouldn't. Oh my god, that's quite a twist. Everybody's freedom to kill people. Everyone's freedom to rape. No, dude, you have.
They're also free to go to jail. They're also free to go to jail for
but you're not free of consequences.
He's just trolling at this point, guys. Come on.
And everybody's free to wear sunscreen. What's your point? I'm aging myself with that one.
Oh, not really. Not everyone's freedom to kill or rape, because when you rape or kill, you are encroaching upon someone else's right to freedom.
Why can't you just say nigger? Why do you have to say nogs?
I was gonna say, yeah, seriously, you're dealing with a bunch of fucking skeptics here. Even if you think we're a bunch of leftists, you're dealing with a bunch of fucking skeptics. Just say nigger.
But even so, I think that even if you're joking around with the word, you can use it in context as well. If it's just stupid. Words only have. Okay, I've been saying this a billion times. I said it to the janitor. Words only have the impact you let them. They only mean whatever you let them mean.
He's such a waste. Let's talk about something else. He's a complete waste of time, man.
I know.
So, Danny, did you finally get all the buckshot out of your butt that Melvin put in it?
No, there's one right underneath my tailbone that I just can't reach.
I'm
gonna have to wait until the closing of the wound pushes it out naturally.
I made that clip, and I'm like, should I really say this? And I'm like, yeah, Danny, you'll get the joke.
Yeah. Also, what do I gotta do to get on a stream with? Hi, I think I'm real. I want to get on stream with that guy because he looks pretty fun.
No, N-word is too rude. No, it's not. N-word is a word. It's
what,
not.
What about cunt? Is cunt okay? Can we say cunt?
If you think that the N-word is rude, you're just a pussy. How about that? Nigger means ignorant. Anything other than that makes you siding with freaking hate. If you don't understand that, you're a moron. Your IQ
like Chris Rock
must
said, right?
inevitably be less than 80.
Chris Rock said that there's black people and then there's niggers.
There's black people and then there's niggers. Brother Bear is a black person. Kanye West is a nigger.
Jesus, there's a nigger in every race.
Have you seen?
You know, who fucking cares?
Go ahead and try to talk that around your boy Pat. Go ahead and talk about censoring around him. Have you seen that guy? He's huge.
I just have a problem
what's another?
Pat's
Sargon of Akkad is a white person, and Eddie Sarkeesian is a nigger.
Yep, there you go.
Pat's my buddy.
But Sargon's a Nazi.
Can I get a fist bump?
Kanye.
Here's a virtual fist bump, guys.
Fucking idiotic. You realize Kanye sided with your kind of politics because he thought it would make him more money. About you.
Wait, what about Kanye? Sorry, I was gone. I went to turn on the TV.
We had this thing that we used to do on the cunt stream where the question was always asked. It was with no protection or anything, right? Would you fuck Anita Sarkeesian or Lacey Green?
Yeah, I've heard this question before.
Yeah.
And we split it. Lacey Green with herpes and Lacey Green without herpes.
I mean, herpes really don't matter.
Keep in mind it's only oral herpes. It's only oral herpes that she has, so keep that in mind.
It's all bad.
And now Chris Ray Gun has the herpes, so I hope to God that she at least. So if Ray Gun all of a sudden shows up on camera with like cold sores, you know what happened.
He ate the pussy.
Don't make me think of that.
No, that's man, it's just don't convolute it. Jeez.
And the pussy.
Okay, what's the current stat? Like 8 and 10 people?
10, yeah.
Is that the current stat? Like 80%?
Yeah, and you have seven likes right now. So
yeah.
Of either H1, what is it? The version 1 or version 2, whether it's oral or genital. Either way, you're fucked.
She's got oral herpes. That's what she said in the video, anyway. But you know, I don't know. Those two are happy together, so who the fuck cares? Whatever.
Wait, what? Who are happy together? Chris and
yeah, Chris and Lacey.
And Lacey.
Gross.
Oh, they're actually together?
Oh yeah.
I wonder how much time during the day that they spend together.
She was at his house on the live stream the other day, but
I saw that. They were doing like a Q&A, weren't they?
And
guys, you guys were reading the chat?
And freaking,
no, I gave up on the chat.
Jacqueline Glenn is dating Social Repose again? Like, what the fuck's that about? That's the couple everyone should be.
What do I care about Jacqueline Glenn exactly?
Nobody does. I don't think Richie even cares about her. You know, she plagiarizes people, and she also dated Onision, so that should tell you something.
Yeah, I really could care less about Jacqueline Glenn. I don't know why she's still talked about today.
Well, because Onision went after her for getting a boob job.
Yeah, that was another one of those things where I just kind of sat there and like, yeah, she got a boob job. What isn't any business of yours?
Because Onision has to control people. Every ex that he's been with, he likes to try and have control. You know, and that's what's scary about guys like him. It's just not. He's not as harmless as people say he is. He's a sociopath. Right?
Stop fugging with my identity. Yeah, I know. You alt-right people, such identitarianisms.
Yeah. I got a good one for you. Okay, considering the age gap in like inevitable knowledge and wisdom between the two, which one do you think might be listed as more intelligent, Lacey or Anita?
Lacey. Lacey's early stuff, if you watch it back in the day, like even back then, it was a lot better when she was all independent, doing it herself and stuff. Anita's just, at least Lacey has some integrity with her stuff. She doesn't misrepresent the facts anymore. She used to, but not anymore.
Well, I say Lacey simply because of the fact she's willing to talk. Anita's just too invested at this point. She'll never back off.
By the way,
well, neither will Steve Shives.
Hey, Danny, do you mind if I invite Kyle in here? Because he's kind of fun.
See, I'm kind of torn because I don't see.
For a second?
See, Anita shows a lot more venom. At least she's more clearly your enemy. You know, you got to be careful of the quiet ones as well. It's almost like a tease. Like she shows enough potential, but then, you know, she's got all this against her.
I know.
So the odds are against her.
And like Anita
could have lose-lose either way.
Like Anita could have good content.
Look,
like,
it goes to Danny Brown.
The production value is good and everything, but that's only because she has paid people doing it for her. When Lacey Green first started,
she was pretty smart though.
But when Lacey Green first started, she was doing it all herself, right?
Yeah.
And like, I don't like it how they're like, my manager says this or my manager says that. It's like, I get it. Once you get over a few million subs, you gotta have to use your manager, right? But I don't know, the whole network thing. After what I saw happen to PewDiePie, it's like I don't want to bother with a fucking network. I do need to get sponsored though, so I need to talk to some wheelchair company or some shit and get sponsored by them.
So, Danny, when do you get streaming back on your main channel? Was it the 17th? Is that what I seen?
Yep.
Cool. We're gonna get together. We're gonna get together the original crew.
I was hoping to.
I wonder how long.
Well, me and Danny, and there was you and Yoda and.
True. Oh man, I miss Yoda. Where is that bastard? Is he being a responsible adult again?
We need to get back.
Has he learned nothing from talking to me? You aren't supposed to be a responsible adult. Shit, I'm in college and I'm still not responsible. I don't think that's a good thing.
YouTube children before his real children.
Yeah.
True.
Hey, Bloodwing, how are those stories going along? Have
Stories?
You done any yet? Yeah, you were talking about doing some stories for kids.
Oh, yeah, that
and
was.
And then I was asking you if you liked the idea of doing some for superheroes.
Yeah, Amanda Wolfchild had told me that I should read some kids' stories. I'm kicking it around. I've been looking into trying to find some that, of course, aren't copyrighted and I won't get any trouble over.
Would you really?
They don't really give you trouble.
Some of them.
Bucks, I don't think.
Yeah, some of them you might. Some of them are still copyrighted, but there's quite a few kids' stories that are in the public domain.
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
But I've been looking into it. Probably when I can get my main channel more back on firm ground.
Can you read
this? Anybody watching the stream now or later, if you know of an open source or legal way that would fit Bloodwing's story thing, kids stuff that's without repercussions to read, put in a link, hit them up, find them on Twitter or on YouTube or something like that.
Everybody poops.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, most everything that's open source is anything prior to 1920.
Oh, you might get called a racist. Remember Tar Baby?
Yeah. You got to remember that I actually grew up. I went to school and actually read Dick and Jane books. They exist.
Yeah.
So
actually,
I did too. I did too.
Actually, Tom Sawyer is public domain. Alice in Wonderland, Anne of Green Gables, Black Beauty,
Rabbit,
Dorothy and Oz, Heidi, The Jungle Book, Peter Pan, Robinson Crusoe, Peter Rabbit, yeah. Treasure
I have
Island.
a couple MGTOW buddies that I'd like to get you in touch with, Bloodwing, if you want. Yeah, they're interested in doing some comics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys could probably kick around some creative juices and maybe work together somehow.
Yeah, I've had an idea I've pegged around in my head for a while. Excuse me. Sorry, this microphone doesn't have a cough filter on it, so can't reach the button and turn it off for a cough. Anyway, I have a second channel that I've got to get back to. I'm just trying to get more on solid footing with this channel first. Where I do like creepypastas, things like that.
Yeah.
Scary stories. Anyway, I've been kicking around an idea that I had for a comic book for like 20 years ago, but I'm thinking about putting it more into a story form and putting it on that channel.
You'll have to DM me, but I got a buddy working on some website development. Actually, I have a couple of them going in a couple different directions. One's family law reform, and another one is early and uplifting MGTOW side. You know, and helping to like a lot of this rebuilding concept. You know, there's a lot of information scattered, and we want to consolidate it, make it available to as many people that we can to help improve their life, and maybe even get a program put together for rebuilding people that are so bad they're like homeless.
Yeah.
What's that?
I didn't say anything.
I be what's considered a forced loneliness MGTOW, I've been told.
I'm talking about, you know, guys that need a help, not provide welfare, but give them the tools and the opportunities as well to rebuild their life after getting fucked over. It's not about hate. It's about like, hey, you know, we're brothers. Let's help each other out.
Sure.
Yeah,
so we want to do that on both sides, you know, the MGTOW side as well as family law reform. I mean, how else do you want to go ahead and help your community?
Yeah. Yep. There are a lot of city chains, especially around like men in the family court system, for example.
Oh yeah, but like I mean, a lot of us have kids.
Yep.
So, Bloodwing, I would love for you to get incorporated with us. You know, working together somehow, and carry your content.
Sure.
Talking about before, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of kids that would love to hear you as that grandpa. You know, reading off a story to them.
Well, since I am a real grandpa,
that whole communism comment in the chat.
I am my own grandpa. Just saying.
So I have an ANCAP coming in to see if he can.
Oh no.
Can we talk about other stuff?
Which ANCAP are you bringing in here?
Esoteric entity.
Because if it's Jay the Magic Robot, well, that'll be interesting.
Just don't mention you're a socialist and you'll be fine.
Esoteric doesn't like me. We clash a little bit.
No, there's this other guy that's in a lot of DM chains that we're in. He's like constantly talking about statism and everything. And like, oh, you're an atheist, but you worship the government, you know. So we
You
fuck
can
with
bring
him
him in if you want. I don't care.
So we fuck with him all the time, and we go like, my roads. The
Sorry,
roads.
knows that I'm an atheist and doesn't care.
The roads. What about the roads?
I don't care that you are either, and you know.
Won't someone think of the roads?
What them roads do?
Yeah. Like, I have a story on my channel about this fucking evangelist that prayed for me that's a sex offender, so that's fun, right?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he likes to punch and kick people and say that Jesus told him to.
Esoteric.
Hey man, what's going on? I'm here because Jesus told me to.
Yeah.
I'm here because Jesus told me.
So this alt writer, he says in the chat, he's like, you know, when the communist uprising comes, he's gonna try to kill me first.
Filthy status.
I'll be happy to put a couple rounds in your chest once the communist uprising comes.
What do you think about have you heard of this anarcho-feminist guy?
Anarcho-feminists are dumbasses. Don't even waste your time on them.
No, I know he's retarded. That's the point. That's why I mentioned it. And then there's anarcho-feminist, which is even funnier. It's like,
yeah, well, I mean, feminists are always asking for entitlement through programs. I mean, anarcho-feminism, that their own system would just drive them crazy.
And then there's anarcho-communists. Those are fun.
The communists.
I know. I don't know how that works exactly.
They're the not-a-state communists, as in the only reason their ideology is anarchist is because they claim that it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the thing with anarcho-communism is that, you know, we've seen examples of it put in practice, like at Revolutionary Catalonia, and what happened, that it was no different from any other communist state, except instead of a dictator, all they had was the worker unions taking the place of the dictators. So,
well, it's like right now in my life, I'd prefer not to rely on the government, but I don't have a fucking choice. So,
yeah, I mean, I understand it. But I mean, yeah, it's basically it's not a state just because they claim it's not a state. I mean, it functions just like a state. It looks just like a state.
Yeah. Yeah.
Esoteric, the Cobber, the kind of the main show pony of this alt-right group, has a question for you. He says, Mr. ANCAP, when you get Ancapistan, what will stop a new government from forming, like it reverts to normal statism in 1 or 2 generations?
The people.
Well, I mean, first you got to explain. It's a little bit too unspecific for me to answer. I mean, like, what are you asking? Somebody getting a group together and trying to forcibly take over the entire community? Well, yeah, all the people would, because it would be in their interest to do so. And then you've got all the private militaries and all the private police against them. I mean, that's just a battle they're not going to win.
Okay, you sound reasonable to me. Okay, so I wanted to ask this question. Personally, how does the system work as far as helping people who might need help in an ANCAP society? Because
charity.
No. I just don't think that people are that charitable, though.
Well, they are though. Even in the current system, when you've got people, stealing through taxation, you've got the government stealing through taxation. You've got people giving billions of dollars to all kinds of charities every year. And not only that, but the people who give the most to charity are people with the most amount of money. Like Bill Gates, for example, he gives a lot to charity, millions of dollars.
Right, but if you got a problem with giving your money to like a socialist thing to pay for programs, let's say, right? How are people going to be willing to do that without the government's involvement? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean that's just the thing, though, is not everyone has a problem with giving to charity.
Yes, they have a problem with the taxes they got to pay on those donations and stuff, right? So yeah, it's all that crap.
The taxes in general, because you got to think, especially in a state like where I live in Massachusetts, I give almost 40% of my paycheck every week to taxes.
Well,
if I had 40% more money every week, I'd gladly give to fucking charity, but I don't have that money.
And I love that the tax system, I agree that it doesn't work that well. I'm not saying it does, right? I'm not defending it. I wouldn't necessarily call it. Well, I guess it could be considered theft, I guess, but
Well, it is theft.
Yeah. No, I know, but you understand that the current system. The problem is that the current system, the way it works, is that they use that many paper programs, and that's the current system. I know it doesn't work, but I'm saying that's what it is. You can't. It's hard to do anything about it until it changes, right?
Why would you think you can't put that back in the hands of the people?
You can. I just don't know about generosity. That's all I was asking about.
Yeah, and I mean that's a really big misunderstanding. Just because ANCAPs want everything to be privatized doesn't mean that we're saying people can't be generous, people shouldn't be generous. No, we just want everything to be voluntary.
So more of an open source.
Exactly, it's private charity.
Okay, that's where we can definitely.
You could almost actually label me an ANCAP, although I choose not to identify that way because I try to frame my arguments based on our current system.
Oh my God, this person on my comment is talking about MGTOWs, right? And he totally missed the point of my video being satire, where I played a demonic voice at the beginning and acted like fidget spinners were evil because he said they're the devil. And it's like, I know he didn't literally mean they were the devil. It's like, did you even watch my video, dude? Like, the guy says, these toys bypass quality checks. There are other elements in the spinners. I had a few of them, and they had a weird smell to them. There's something off about the fidget spinners, that's my opinion, and we're all entitled to them. Someone on here said Red Pill Philosopher isn't a MGTOW. Who cares if he is? Are you trying to discredit MGTOW? It's kind of hard to discredit philosophy that defines itself with raising awareness about gender disparity and promoting male freedom. It's like, I'm not discrediting MGTOW. I'm discrediting that particular MGTOW because he's a bit of a douche.
Isn't that kind of like a racist? The first person that points out the racism is actually more liable for being the racist?
No, and I agreed with some of the points that he made in the video where he's talking about how the education system sucks and it doesn't help kids and everything else, and that,
right. No. I'm saying it in the specific manosphere of MGTOW.
Right.
Like I'm poking a jab at some of them right now.
I know.
They're imagining issues when they don't necessarily even exist. Some people are just so hurt they're mentally off their rocker.
Yeah.
So has anybody brought up CNN yet?
All day. Everybody all day, apparently. So I don't know if I'm going to do a video on it. I haven't decided yet, but it's just like I've been tackling journalistic integrity lately, so maybe I should. But
shouldn't we just call it the Hitler Network?
Yeah, I was going to upload one tomorrow, man, because that is just ridiculous.
You can't threaten to dox someone because they released a meme, a joke. It's stupid. It's like, okay, Trump went on that wrestling show. He was paid for it. it's whatever. Someone made a joke out of it, but like, someone tried to say on CNN, they wrote an article saying that the pro wrestling is a perfect allegory for the Trump presidency, and he's like, Trump's promoting violence, and I'm like, you just said in the article that you're a wrestling fan, so aren't you promoting violence? He mentions the Iron Sheik, and I'm like, the Iron Sheik was talking about raping people's wife and kids.
Seriously.
You know, you don't have a problem. You have a problem with that joke with Trump, but you don't have a problem with the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, Poll declared war on CNN. So I mean, Poll. Those are the people who found an anonymous flag with chemtrails. So I mean, CNN is dead.
Like, it's pretty bad when Fox is acting better than CNN is. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, see, I don't really like Fox because I think their opinions are shit, and I think they're, in a way, they're relatively one-sided. I mean, they're fair and balanced on most stuff, but regardless, I don't understand why people have always hated Fox more than CNN or MSNBC, because comparative to CNN or MSNBC, those stations are way fucking worse than Fox.
Well, then you got people that claim that they're not.
Damn, that's subjective.
That claim to be not in the mainstream media, like Crowder, McGinnis, all these people who obviously have who are showing their own biases now, and it's just ridiculous. It's like, where are people going to go for news? Like,
Crowder used to be entertaining. Now I've noticed in the last few months he's gotten significantly less funny.
And McGinnis just comes across as racist half the time, so you know.
McGinnis is just he's basically just an edgy shitlord who doesn't care about the quality of his entertainment.
Like, you know what I like listening to? Rogan, because it's educational once in a while, most of the time, you know.
Honestly, in my opinion, CNN and Fox and all of them are all garbage.
Like,
that's why I get my news from several sources, and the truth is most often somewhere in the middle.
DailyStormer.com.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Why is there even being a conversation held about, like, I don't like this person because of subjective reason X?
Well, you know who's killing it right now though is Philly D. He's still.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I actually watched ETC show and
Okay, like I watched Philip DeFranco back in the day when he was SXE Phil, right? And then he got big and became a total dickhead. But then he changed again, and now he's tolerable now. So he's better now.
He is so almost intolerable. It feels like he's always pandering, like, constantly.
Not compared to how he was, though. He used to be a total dick. Like, when he was doing it himself, though, that the SXE Phil thing was way better. Because he'd go, you just been filled in and all that, you know.
Well, he does say you've been filled in.
I know. But he also said a year ago, he made a video where he said, I'm not allowed to say you beautiful bastards anymore. But he went back to it, I guess.
Why was he not allowed to say you beautiful bastards anymore?
Oh, because of YouTube's new rules, right?
What about their new rules? You can't even...
No. Do you know the new rule?
They keep saying it. Stated the show is probably just going to be run on Patreon going forward.
But get this, the new rules on YouTube are basically, this is definitely, tell me if this sounds like Disney to you. It says you cannot use family cartoon characters and make them do inappropriate things.
You mean Spider-Man and Elsa videos are done for?
Finally? Oh my god.
You're not allowed to swear too much. You're not allowed to do whatever. And it's just like, I still have ads on my videos, so I don't know what you're talking about, YouTube. I say nigger on my streams, and I still have advertisers. But yet, I do a video where it was a story I told about this Pakistani guy, and it had someone do a Pakistani accent, and that got flagged. It's not ad-friendly, apparently, even though I wasn't making fun of Pakistani people.
Yeah, you know it's bad when Twitter is better than YouTube, because I don't know if any of you guys follow me, but that's like most of what I do is put racist shit posts. On my fucking Twitter.
And especially since Twitter is run by Saudi Arabia, owned by Saudi Arabia. I mean, that's what's funny.
Just this morning, I put out a tweet that said, I'm sick and tired of all these Mexicans naming their kids Jesus. Yeah. Jesus wasn't a Mexican. He was a human.
Well, did you see that? Did you see the CEO of YouTube going like, "Don't interrupt me, it's a microaggression"?
Oh, fuck that. Okay, so YouTube's doomed because they're being run by a social justice warrior.
Yep.
I'll be back.
Why do you think they're trying to censor everybody lately if they don't toe the feminist line? Because that's why. And like the stats just backfire. Like Janitor tried to show these stats, and the thing that he pointed to about online harassment, it was a study that said lesser forms of harassment like name calling, etc. And it was 44% of men and 37% of women. So it totally disproved his point. It's like, what, you thought Bering wasn't going to call you on that? Like, why would you send him that website if he knew he was going to call you on it?
Yeah. I just found this tweet. Apparently, Brian Stelter put out a tweet asking, what's the original source for this anti-CNN video? Who made it? Does anybody know?
Who cares?
Well, that's strange. That was 2 days ago, and now you got CNN blackmailing the person who made it.
I know. I'm surprised WWE didn't go after that video, though, and be like, oh, copyright. Because I used a 5-second clip of Roddy Piper, and they got copyright claimed it.
CNN is, I mean, not CNN, but WWE. They're probably just happy to have some spotlight again.
And I bet you any money that Vince McMahon's wife probably found it hilarious, that tweet that he sent out. It was probably her idea for him to send it out. I bet he showed it to her right away, and she was probably like, yeah, that's really hilarious. You should tweet that. But, like, when like Trump was off Twitter for a while, I don't know how they kept him away from it. But then when he came back, he's now tweeting like a madman again, and it's like, it's so hilarious to watch.
You should put out more stuff like Cop Pepe. That was pretty great.
As bad as CNN is, I liked it when Anderson Cooper was talking about Covfefe. That was pretty funny. Like, out of all the anchors on CNN, I think Anderson Cooper is the least troublesome, but he's still not that great. I'm not saying he's awesome or anything, but compared to like Don fucking Lemon.
Dude, that guy in the chat is super fucking triggered about the fact that I'm an ANCAP.
I think
I know he's been triggered about everything.
I think he's just trolling. I think he's trolling
about the cobber.
Yeah, he's just trolling.
Is just a triggered little bitch.
He's just trolling, guys.
No. I don't think he's an actual real person. I can't believe that he's a real person.
Come on the Discord if you're not a total Jew. Come on Discord if you're not a total Jew.
His account icon is a fucking meme, so.
I know, but come on Discord if you're not a Jew. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Am I being
I'm killing Nazi zombies.
Oh, I streamed with a guy named Anti-Trains. Have you heard of this guy?
Can I tell you who?
He's this guy who's convinced that train noise is ruining Phoenix, Arizona, and he believes every conspiracy theory ever in existence.
The Earth is flat, and the Jews did it.
Yeah, and he also believes in time travel, and he believes in like the whole Illuminati thing, and he thinks the Men in Black are trying to get him, and they're spying on him all the time. It's just really funny.
I mean, I wouldn't rule out wouldn't rule out time travel forward being possible.
No, but he thinks. He believes in that whole theory of ancient aliens where they said that, oh yeah, we had a secret space military on Mars and like they can turn back your age or something so you wake up and think it's all a dream for 20 years or whatever. It's like, no, they can't.
Well, time travel forward is completely possible.
That's really
possible.
I know, it's just fun though. To watch these idiots, like that's why I was just trolling it when I had him on there because I was just like. And then he was supposed to come on. He never showed up though. He was supposed to come on and discuss the secret Illuminati messages.
Where their money is coming from makes a difference.
Wizard of fucking Oz. You're just cringy, Cobber. You're just really cringy, honestly.
Again, I don't think he's an actual real person. I think he's a bot. So I'm just gonna let the bot do what bots do.
No, bots are smarter than him.
And Nutta? I'm gonna and Nutta over your face.
Who is he even talking about right now?
Does it really matter? I quit paying attention to him a long time ago.
Fuck you, I want people to tell me. They need
good bands, terrible fucking political message.
Well, it was pretty repetitive though, all the songs. Like every song had like 3 lines in it. But I heard Limp Bizkit singing that song and it was so horrible.
Yeah, see, I seem to be on the outsider opinion. I actually like Limp Bizkit quite a bit.
Oh my god.
I like Limp Bizkit.
Now or then?
What do you mean?
Now or in the 90s?
Yes.
Because like their music now is kind of garbage, but in the 90s, yeah, it was catchy.
Well, I own all their albums, so except for that remix album.
If I'm pissed off, I'll still throw on break stuff. It's just like, you know.
Is that you with the Brother Bear? Is that you with the TV on? Dude, turn it down.
Whoops, sorry. Let me go do that.
What the hell are you
Thank
watching?
you.
It depends on my mood, but my favorite albums tend to be either The Unquestionable Truth or Significant Other. So,
Chocolate Starfish.
It's down.
That's a good one, but I mean the songs on it just aren't as good as the ones on Significant Other.
No, my favorite songs back in the day were 1999 or In Together Now. Those were the 2.
Both of those are really good.
Just because, like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, it was good. But yeah, Method Man back in the day. But no, and then like they did like, I don't. What is that Cobra song? What the fuck is that shit?
What Cobra?
What does that even mean?
I look at.
I don't know.
I come and look at the chat, and I see someone that the Cobra is now talking about the Mafia for some reason.
What the fuck?
I actually like that Counterfeit song too. That one's kind of appropriate once in a while.
He's debating with the individualist anarchist.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that guy. I just did a collab with him. You should see that video I just made. It's like one of the better ones that I made, I think.
Esoteric, I'm wounded. I watch all your videos.
Oh, this is awesome. I hear more reasonable arguments from the homeless man throwing shit at walls, screaming about the monkey trash cans that are going to take over Starbucks.
Hey guys, I'm gonna crash for the night. Thanks for having me on, Danny. I appreciate it.
I'll talk at you later, Legend.
All right, you guys can hit me up anytime.
Yeah.
Hey, Legend. See you, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Get some good sleep.
Yeah, see you, man.
Why when he talks do I picture that like crazy cat lady from The Simpsons, just like rah, rah, rah.
I picture Ralph Wiggum.
Miss Hoover, I ate my glue.
Oh my god, in this reality.
Yeah. Best one was I heard your dad went to the Chinese food restaurant and he ate everything in the Chinese food restaurant. They had to close the Chinese food restaurant.
I never really found The Simpsons to be funny. I don't know why. It's just I'd much rather watch Family Guy.
Yeah.
Well, Family Guy from season 3 to like season 8 were pretty good, but I mean nowadays I can't even fucking watch it. It's just so fucking disgusting.
Brother Bear, that's because you're racist against yellow people.
I mean, I
Like
guess I am.
the old man Avatar,
which is so odd, considering Brother Bear is the male feminist named Jeffrey Gernaldo Connors.
But
Oh god damn it! You still remember that shit?
I remember that.
The old man Avatar always makes me think of Herbert for some reason. Just
Who, mine?
yeah.
That actually came
Wait,
off.
explain why Family Guy is so disgusting.
It's just, well, I mean, from season 10 until recently, I mean, the imagery in it has just been fucking unbearably disgusting. You want to see a good example of an episode where it's so disgusting? That one episode where Meg fights that bully, from like season 12 or season, I don't know what that was, but that was.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it's not even that. The writing is just terrible too. I mean, half the time the jokes aren't even like jokes. They're so forced, and they're not even funny.
Is that the one where where Peter goes into school and beats the kid up or whatever?
No, it's the one where like that new kid moves to town and he's a bully and everyone's afraid of him.
Yeah.
And then Meg spills her lunch on him, and Peter freaks Brian out with his nudity.
I fucking love that.
I mean, I love that the concept sounds funny, but if you actually watch the episode, it's just fucking nasty.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I watched it. I love that episode simply because of the whole like Brian getting freaked out by Peter's nudity thing. And then Brian goes nude himself. It's so fucking funny.
Remember the one where Stewie was afraid of like that one album or whatever? The Queen album?
The Queen album.
Yeah.
Hey, Danny, I got a question, Danny. What in the heck is a peepler?
A peepler?
What's a peepler?
A diddler, except it's a peepler.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
A peeping Tom, yeah.
All right, I'll take a monkey.
No, it's instead of getting diddled, you got peopled. That's what happens when you go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Hey guys, you like me?
Hey, Danny, a question.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Best gun in Nazi Zombies. What is it?
None of them, because
best gun in Nazi Zombies. Well, that depends. I mean, if you're not a noob, the best gun is a pistol because that's the only one you use.
I've gotten up to like round 4 only using a pistol. After that, I kind of fizzle out.
Hey, Colbert, debate me, bro. Pick a topic.
Don't provoke the cobbler.
Not here. Not here on my channel at some later date.
Hey, Cobbler, you claim that a state is needed, so ask me this. Your reasoning for it is that people are violent. So why is it that you think it's logical to put a tool in power which is inherently designed to use force? Following that logic of yours, wouldn't you think that it would make more sense to advocate for anarchy?
Yeah, at least then everybody has a weapon, you know. Like with this stupid asshole that is a murderer and a terrorist, and they're giving him money. It just pisses me off so much because it's like it's the first time I've ever been like, yeah, Canada needs a death penalty, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. It just mystifies me the most about statist arguments is that, I mean, that's something that they say a lot is, oh, people are violent and we need a government because people are violent. Well, no. I mean, the government is just an organization which inherently exists to establish a monopoly.
Well, you know what the problem is, because
it's like people being violent is the exact reason why a government actually really isn't that great of an idea.
Because it's made of people. Yeah, exactly. And people in government are just the same as the rest of us, so it's like they are fallible.
Yeah, so that argument you know, that should be the argument that anarchists are using against statists, but for some reason they try and use it against anarchy.
And I think that I think that Trump might have the downs or something, but no, seriously. At first I was like, okay, let's give him the benefit of the doubt, see what happens, but he's what the fuck? He better, if he gets reelected, it'll be the biggest joke in the entire world.
If he does, man, I just want him to get reelected to see the left's reaction. Because that's one thing we got to be clear on right now. The left, they're not getting into office in 2020.
No.
Getting who to office?
Personally,
I got Dwayne Johnson 2020.
I think it's going to be I think personally it's going to be the right versus the libertarians.
It's going to be Kanye. Kanye. I hope Kanye does.
Yeah, I forgot Kanye's.
Because that'll be a joke. If he runs, that'll be a big joke.
I vote for Philip DeFranco 2024.
Okay, if you had Glenn Beck or Kanye, who would you vote for?
I don't know who Glenn Beck is, so I'll vote him. Because I know who Kanye is.
You don't want to vote Glenn Beck. Don't choose Glenn Beck. Trust me.
Why? I don't know Glenn Beck. I know Kanye West.
Glenn Beck is.
I don't like Kanye West.
Glenn Beck is a super duper crazy nut job Christian guy, but not that Christianity is nuts, but this guy takes it too far. Like
Christianity is kind of nuts if you think about it. I'm not really gonna go into the whole religious debate, but in my opinion, Christianity is pretty fucking nuts.
Then I'm nuts.
Hey, we have a Christian.
Then I'm nuts, brother bear.
Room
that was already, but old man, that was already kind of established. You are nuts.
Fuck Jesus! Fuck Jesus in the asshole. I'm just saying.
Fuck me in the ass because I love Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck me in the ass because I love Jesus.
Kidding about that. Like I don't care if people are religious. Just don't shove it down anybody's throat. That's my opinion.
Yeah. You know what's super cringy though?
Personally, I have no qualms with people that believe that a God exists.
Yeah.
Problem with Christianity. Like, I have a problem with their religion, not their belief.
Yeah, you know something that's super cringy though? Those people, those atheist people on YouTube who like act like they're an oppressed minority.
Yeah. Like Dusty Smith.
Oh, don't even get me fucking started. Other atheists drive me up a fucking wall.
Yeah, there's quite a few really, like, you know what pisses me off is that all these feminist assholes like Christy Winters, all these people, and fucking Steve Shives and everybody that they're like, I'm an atheist. It's like, fuck off. I don't identify with you at all.
This is why Danny and I have been friends for so long and we get along. Because he knows I'm not going to shove my belief as my personal belief, and that's where it stays. I'm not going to push it on him, and he's not going to push his atheism on me.
Yeah, no, but I used to go around evangelizing and like preaching, and you know.
Yeah, I used to do the same thing. Evangelizing. I used to be one of those people that actually converted.
I
was a missionary.
Topic, really. I mean, because really. Any religion or non-religious position, specifically atheism, you're just pushing your belief down on somebody else's throat if you're, you know, talking about it constantly and you're forcing them to listen to it or whatever.
Well, no, that's why
I'll go through random spurts where I might do a couple atheism type videos in a row, but then I'll switch back to anti-SJW to anti-MGTOW.
Don't talk about atheism much. Or Christianity or whatever, because they're not popular. Nobody watches it.
Oh, plenty of people on my channel watched my atheism stuff.
But that's only because you've hit 1,000 subs now, you know. Once you hit a certain number
the
of
only
subs,
rational position to take is being agnostic.
No, but listen, once you hit a certain number of subs, you don't have to cater to your audience as much anymore. You know?
Oh, fuck that, man. I don't ever want to stop catering to my audience. I love my audience.
No, I don't understand that stance. That the only logical.
When you're trying to grow your channel like I am, it's like you'll see a trending topic and you're like, I don't want to talk about that, but I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, just talk about it anyway, dude.
That's what I do.
I've only got 675 subs. I'm not large by any means, but
Yeah,
I'll talk about whatever I want.
I barely do that. I barely talk about trending topics, and I've got like 1,500 subscribers. So,
and I've got just over 1,000.
Okay,
I've just stopped talking about subjects. Period. Because I don't know what to do with the channel.
Where I said that pants are the bane of my existence because they're a pain in the ass to get on when you're in a wheelchair.
Oh, hey, you copied that girl.
Why? She did one on that too?
On not liking pants like a month ago.
No, because in June we were doing a thing where we were doing like at least one video a day that's 3 minutes long for every day in June. So we started running out of content.
And you just ranted about pants.
Yeah. It is related to the disability thing that a lot of people don't understand, like some of the little things that you take for granted, right?
Putting on pants in the morning?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I generally don't put pants on in the morning anyway.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, because Danny's a YouTuber now.
I have personal support workers that help with some stuff, so they have to come in all the time, so I can't just walk around naked.
Nah, just let it all hang out for them and be like, you like that?
Well, there's a story about the first time. Okay, they came in to help me with the shower, and I said I, at that point, hadn't needed any help, so I was doing it all myself, or whatever, living alone and all that stuff. And I said, "Oh no, I'll put myself on in the shower chair myself. I'll do it." And then I had a towel wrapped around me because I was trying to stay modest. It was the first day. Okay, first day I met these people that were supposed to help me. I was trying to stay all modest and stuff.
Well, why are you in a wheelchair? I need context.
I'll explain it in a minute. But I fell on the floor and the towel went flying across the room, and I was completely naked in front of them, and it was just like, you kind of lose your modesty at that point. I was born with what's called muscular dystrophy.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So I'm a Jerry's kid. So until Jerry Lewis became an idiot and got fired, but yeah. So my muscles are just really weak. My muscles are just really weak and stuff. So.
I need to make a decision, but I don't know which one. I'm trying to find out if I should pack a punch the MP40 or the MP5K.
Why are you looking at the Church of Satan's website?
Because I'm a LaVeyan Satanist now.
Satanist.
That is why.
All praise Baphomet. Just saying.
I mean, I don't care. It's just I keep seeing that popping up, and it's like, what the hell? Like, what does that mean?
People also forget. Okay, when it comes to doctrine and stuff, they also forget that Satan was supposedly like the most beautiful angel in heaven and all this shit.
Yep, and until he fell.
They always portray him as ugly and stuff, but he had all these weird eyes on him, and apparently, he had like 1 million eyes all over his body, and fucking weird shit.
I work with a Christian guy, and I tried to convince him that I was Asmodeus.
And I love how when people think that Satanists actually work with Satan, it's like, no, you idiot.
Well, some of them do,
but
there is such a thing as biblical Satanists.
Okay, you know how Anton LaVey's son is majorly involved in the church still. His daughter, though, she's gone all crazy, and she keeps changing religions like every 2 months.
Well, I mean, one of the biggest things that Christians tell me when I tell them I don't believe in a God, they say, well, if you don't believe in something, then you'll fall for anything. Which that's bullshit for one, but I guess for some people that might be true.
Science.
Well, I saw this interview in the 80s, right, with not Anton, but his kids, right? I forget what their name is now, but she has some weird name. I can't remember. Anyway, so he's interviewing them, and he's bringing up all this stuff with their father, and he's like, why don't you ask my father? He's just like, I don't know the answer to that question. Ask him, And just the assumption that it's all about worshiping devils,
But they don't worship the devil.
I know that, but this guy
is something I don't understand.
But this was some Christian guy that was interviewing them and, you know, trying to promote a narrative, right? But yeah, I know.
The answer wanted.
Bloodwing.
Yo.
When you hear about Satanism, do you automatically think that it's about worshiping Satan?
I actually know that there's all different kinds of sects. S-E-C-T. It's hard to say with false teeth, dude. Sects of Satanists. I've done quite a big study on all kinds of religions, all kinds of cults over my lifetime.
Well, Satan, or however you pronounce it, just means what? The opposer or something? Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, something
Satan,
like that.
yeah, the opposer.
Oh, okay. Kyle the Dead is Red Fox.
No, he's not, actually. Believe it or not, they're different people. I've heard them both, and no. Apparently, Kyle says that Kyle just plays that skeleton all the time.
But what, to answer your question, what you're talking about with the Anton LaVey type, that's more humanist than anything else.
I know. I just love the assumption.
Well, yeah, I think.
Ignore the fact that Anton LaVey was kind of like a Nazi sympathizer and stuff like that.
Oh shit, he was?
Kind of, yeah.
Funny. That's kind of funny.
You read some.
They act like you're worshiping Aleister Crowley or something, you know?
He was actually both pretty racist and pretty sexist.
Yeah, and LaVey was a big admirer of Crowley, and Crowley was, well, Crowley was a mess.
Yeah, he's a bit insane.
That, to be fair, though, if what Anton LaVey claims happened to him in his childhood actually did happen, it's understandable why he might be a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I don't know much about that whole situation.
Supposedly, when he was like 9 years old, a Christian woman in a town that he lived in tried to tie him to a pike and burn him alive.
Oh, shit.
Why, though?
Because she found out his parents were Satanists.
You know, I don't really understand the whole idea that Christians, some Christians, well, at least most.
You don't have to
something.
You don't have to take it easy on me because I'm a Christian, brother Bear. Come on, man. I'm 57 years old. I've got a thick skin.
When some Christians do some really crazy shit
let him have it.
and say that God told me to do it, and then most Christians will be like, no, that's wrong. You shouldn't have done that. I don't see what exactly they, within the confines of their own religion, what they did wrong. It looks like God would have actually told them to do exactly what they did.
Well, that's kind of a broad statement for me to answer to. It depends on what they done. It depends on what they done. Is it against their? Is it against the Bible? Is it against what they believe in? Then yeah, then they were probably wrong.
For example, not getting your kid health care when they need it, when they're sick or whatever, and just saying I'm gonna pray, and then they die.
Yeah,
I mean
that's definitely wrong, and I do know quite a bit about Christian sects that believe that.
Okay,
there's parts of
a lot, right? Are you familiar with Pensacola and like the whole revival out there? Brownsville.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So Rodney Howard Brown, right?
Right.
Who started that whole thing? Comes down to Canada. He comes down to Toronto, and this big church forms out of it. And there's this big thing, and you know all this weird animal noises and shit rolling around on the floor, or whatever.
Right.
My church that I went to formed out of that church, so I spent a lot of time there. That's the craziness that I was involved in. They were charismatics, right?
In a broad sense, yeah.
Yeah, so it was that kind of crazy Christians that I was involved with, which was kind of, they had a lot of cult-like behavior in there, you know?
Well, yeah, and the people that believe in the no going to doctor stuff, actually the church that I went to had certain factions of it that believed that, not the whole church, just certain factions.
Well, I was told that the reason why you're not, you know, the reason why you're not. Sorry,
go ahead.
I was gonna say I got told that the reason why I wasn't being healed is because I must have sin in my life still.
Oh, that's just bullshit.
You know, that's baloney.
My mentor, youth pastor, you know what he said to me, which was the last straw of me leaving the actual physical church, was that my disability was getting worse and progressing. So I was in pain and I was like walking at the time, but I was like curled up in the fetal position in the lobby, like bawling my face off because it hurt so bad.
Well,
and then he pray, and then he said that your disability is getting worse because you're dating someone outside of marriage and you're sleeping with them, you know. And I'm like, fuck off.
You know, here's, like I said, I've had some experience with it because certain factions, certain congregations of the church that I went to believe that. My dad was the pastor of our church, and they used to claim that he wasn't a part because they went to doctors. But here's where they go wrong, and I can sum it up in just real 2 quick points. One, a lot of the scripture that they use to back up their point of view is Old Testament, and if you're a Christian, Old Testament is moot. It's gone. It's done away with.
Except for the 10 Commandments, right?
Now, God's the same. God's the same today, yesterday, and tomorrow.
No,
I don't know what that means.
So if that part's true, which the Bible says it is, right? If that part were true,
right? But if you follow the and boy, I really don't want to get into doctrine.
No, the Old Testament laws. Okay, the Old Testament laws don't apply, but the book itself was still like there's still some valid stuff in it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure, and you need to understand it to understand the New Testament. Absolutely, right. I'm not doing away with it at all. I'm not saying that.
I know,
but they're not. It's not binding. The Old Testament is not binding.
No, I know what you mean, and I agree with you.
And the second point is, I mean, even Jesus himself and a lot of the apostles chummed around with Luke, and Luke was a doctor. Yeah. Never said he quit being a doctor, and it made a great point of stating that he was a doctor.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, if that's what you're talking about, if you're talking about people that believe in not going to doctors, that is wrong. That is
say there are that are atheists. It's not strictly Christians that do that sort of thing.
Damn it, Jesus!
Well,
I'm a doctor.
Know that much.
Damn it, Jesus! I'm a doctor, not a miracle worker.
Yeah. You know, like, and this is all the last I'm going to say on the subject. Here's what my mom used to say when she was still alive. You claim that I'm not a true Christian because I go to a doctor. Who's to say that God couldn't work through that doctor?
Yeah, I heard that one too.
God gave the doctor the ability to create medicine. Who's to say that, God didn't have a hand in creating all those medical advancements?
Or like with evolution, same type of thing where they're like, oh, well, maybe God uses evolution, right?
Especially with my belief
in those cases,
that if God did exist, that he's not all powerful. Who's to say that he had no power to stop all these diseases? Has the ability to work through man to help create cures.
Well, fact is, when it comes to religion and science, I kind of call bullshit on every time the church says, oh, God made it to be so. Because if you remember back then, the church used to think, well, everyone used to think that the earth was flat. And then one guy was like, no, the earth's not flat. Actually, the earth revolves around the sun. And the church was like, no. That's not how that works. And then they were proven wrong. And they were like, God chose it to be so.
Churches can be good for community and stuff like that, as long as the church you go to has sincere people in it. There's some fake people out there that will just pretend to be your friend. And
doesn't push bullshit moral doctrine that really has nothing to do with actual morality.
Well, I was there with like, watch this person getting gold teeth, and I saw it on the screen, and I'm like, I don't see nothing, Or they're like, oh, gold flakes are falling from the sky, and all the gems are appearing, or like, oh, look at this guy's leg getting longer right before your eyes, when all they're doing is loosening his shoe, right?
Wait a second.
Or like really messed up healings like that I saw, and it was never. I went to a Benny Hinn thing once, right? And of course, nobody there was actually fully disabled. They never let anybody in wheelchairs on stage.
Yeah, of course not.
It was a youth crusade. It was insane, though. The whole stadium was full. there was like 10,000 people waiting outside, and like he went out there and went to visit everybody. It was crazy. But here's the thing of mass hysteria, right? There's like 10,000 kids, youth, young people standing in front of the stage. He waves his fucking suit jacket, and they all fall down. Like, and I was a part of that too sometimes, where like they would do that. Other people, I'd see them falling down, and I'm hit by the Holy Spirit. I didn't want to be the only one left standing, so I didn't want to look like an idiot, right?
I bet they were doing the same thing.
Yeah, bro.
I honestly can't look at those and be like, that's not.
There, looked at him, muttered something in Latin, and ran off the stage.
Well, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, pastor and his wife pray for people. Okay, they fall under the Spirit, and they're all whatever. Why didn't the pastor or his wife ever fall down? You know what I mean?
Like, I can't look at those and say that's real. Like, that's actually happening.
He's got the Holy Spirit on a leash because the Holy Spirit is actually a hellhound.
When you're in it, though, it feels real. Like, they set up the music in such a way, because I was a sound guy, but they do the music in such a way that they have a certain atmosphere to make you more suggestible. And what had happened is, it's like when a woman, for example, her kid's in trouble, she gets the strength to somehow lift the car.
Yep.
So it's that type of thing. So like when that one evangelist prayed for me, I felt really good while I was there at the conference. And then when we left for about 2 hours afterwards. But then once that atmosphere wore off, it was all back to normal. You know.
Makes sense.
And that's why it's dangerous, because that'll happen and then they'll be all happy and then they'll throw out their medications and the next day they're back to being in pain again, and it's like you're gonna die. You can die from that. And it's just like.
And this is why one of the things I'm very insistent of is that we distinguish the difference between the faithful. Like, there's no issue between myself and Bloodwing, because to me, he's a Christian. My issue isn't with the Christians for the most part. It's with some of the things that Christianity convinces the Christians that it's okay to do.
Well, there's this one guy. Okay, he had stage 4 colon cancer. And the guy comes up to him and just kicks him in the fucking stomach. Okay, the guy crumbles to the ground and is out of breath. And you know what the pastor says? The evangelist, he goes, "Oh, sorry, I gotta obey the Holy Spirit, brother."
I would have gotten up and taken his fucking head off.
He's done that, and he told this other story once. He goes, "I'm praying for this woman," and I'm like, "God, why isn't she being healed?" And he's like, "And God told me that's because you haven't punched her in the head yet."
What the fuck?
He claims that God tells him to kick people, to stomp on people and kick them with his biker boots and shit like that.
Kinky.
And the guy, when he was 14, molested some kids. So,
you know what? I sure as hell wouldn't deny it, because a lot of the things I see in the Old Testament and some in the New just does not suggest that God himself is a loving being. Now, Jesus is a completely different subject.
Yeah, I know.
If I were to look at Jesus and not look at God, I'd say Jesus, yeah, he's a loving person. Like, I can't say he's done anything wrong. But you look at God, fuck no. He's closer to Muhammad
one of the other
will be than to Jesus.
He argues that the Bible is an economic document.
Economic what?
An economic document, like not financial economics, but like the economics of people.
And suddenly Louder with Crowder claiming that the Bible is socialist makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Why does that make sense?
A is a joke, Brother Bear.
No, sorry. I'm still trying to learn this socialism, communism stuff. I'm not usually grasping it.
Eric, educate.
On what?
Anti-vaxxers just don't want autism. He's pretty OBS, not all-powerful. He just made the world in 6 days, not one.
Because I've got some money left, and, there's some good deals on the summer sale, and I don't want to fucking blow it.
Hey, Danny. The Cobber just said, nah, he's...
Are you a flat earther, buddy?
Who? The Cobber?
Yeah.
Probably is.
No. He stated right there that the whole globe theory is pretty much accepted. So disputing that.
Yeah.
As much as flat earthers try.
Well, you mean like Galileo, right?
Yeah, have you guys ever seen Perrier Davis before?
No.
That schizophrenic computer programmer that Kerr made a video about.
Yeah. Well, you know, Cobber, if you're the only one watching this shit, then why don't you just leave?
Just DTFO.
If you think it's bullshit, just leave. He'll get viewers later on. That's what I always do. Plus, YouTube isn't always accurate when it tells you how many viewers you've got at once.
We'll have it specifically set up to not show that they're watching.
And besides, it says four
I'm a globe fag.
One other person hidden in there somewhere. So.
What does that even mean? I'm a globe fag. Hey, people are following me on YouTube again. Why? I mean, not YouTube.
He's saying that he believes in a round Earth, not a flat Earth. I was just being a dick, but yeah.
Oh my God, the Cobber followed me. Wait, it's a girl.
I'll leave if you change your name
No.
to what? And who? Who's changing their name?
Top Cobber.
What do you want to
let me
change
into the
to?
stream? No good points.
Yeah, that guy DM'd me too. He wants to get in on the stream because he wants to fucking troll me about NCAP.
There's no point in saying you guys have bad points. If we had bad points, how about you point them? How you have bad points.
Citation needed.
I'm really just kind of tempted to like change my name for an hour, leave, and then change it back.
Cobber Cab.
Like, this is one of the reasons that I dislike Vegan Gains is because he always says, oh, ho, that's a bad point. Instead of saying, like, why is that a bad point? He just says it's a bad point and then makes you change it.
Oh, that's a bad point. Here's an alternative, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even try and discuss anything with people like that.
By bad
points, I mean points that don't make a point. Nigga, what does that even mean? See, you're doing this shit again.
Okay, Cobber, choose a topic and we will give you good points, okay? Choose a topic. We will test out a theory here that you're just a troll.
Do it, Danny, you fucking bitch, you won't.
Give us a topic and we'll argue with you and give you better points than you can. That's a cop-out, okay? That's what a pussy would say who doesn't have any fucking...
Tell you if I was in the hangout, you fucking gooks. Okay, yeah, well, if you have nothing to say, then you don't need to be on the stream.
Why should the Cobber get a free helicopter ride? Why should the Cobber get a free helicopter ride?
Come on, at least if you're going to do it, you can use the word coon instead. Come on.
If he has nothing to say, then he doesn't have to be in the stream.
Like, not one of us in here is Asian, so why do you keep saying gook?
I don't know. Maybe I am Asian.
Maybe.
Now, fucking idiot.
God is a squinty-eyed gook who wrestled all the animals onto a helicopter.
How are you going to argue with me?
You're one of them low IQ Negroes.
Okay, how are we going to argue with him? Aren't we arguing with him right now?
Dude, you're arguing with a chat.
I know.
I mean, I don't know if you guys stream a lot, but I get fucking tons of those.
No, I was trying to say that. No, but if you're a racist, then I guess brother might be.
What, a coon?
Brother Bear is a total globalist who is actually a feminist named Jeffrey Ronaldo Connors who thinks that the alt-right is just...
Is that a bad thing that I'm a globalist? I don't really know.
Do you go to the Bohemian Grove?
The what?
Bohemian Grove.
No.
Brother Bear thinks that diversity is strength.
Diversity is our strength. Yeah.
That's not even true.
Welcome to Canada, brother.
Brother Bear loves ethnic and gender diversity.
Well, diversity is so much our strength in Canada that we're going to pay $10 million to a terrorist.
I think this guy is probably just a troll. Like, there's no way that he's an extreme Christian. What?
Just kill the white people. That's what we should do. Just start killing the white people. In fact, I'll go first.
Well, how do we call out? What if someone's like on the edge of white but also black? Then what? Do we use the paper bag test?
They're an Oreo.
Terrorist, not terrorist.
We call them Obama.
Obama.
I'm not a fucking troll, goddamn. Well, you're not proving it. You're not proving you're not. So, I mean,
I'm gonna go find some economic migrants and hire them instead of white people.
Economic migrants.
By the way, I love the guy in the beard on the bottom right corner that has the devil horns up.
A photo credit, Church of Satan archive. Click to enlarge. You can't be on the edge of white. That's just mixed. You dip.
Oh my god.
Heard of the paper bag test when someone was on the edge of being white or black? They use the paper bag test to see if you're darker than the paper bag, then you go to a black school. Paper bag, then you go to a white school. I don't understand. There's no point. There's just no point.
Yeah, fucking, this guy's a troll.
There's no way he isn't.
Your mom let me into her puss last night.
There is no way this guy's not a troll. No way.
I don't know. I think we should let him in.
No one's watching at this point, so why not, right?
Danny, do you think we should let him in?
I bet you're not alt-righter at all. I bet you're like a lefty and you're just pretending.
Who?
He's gonna get it here and he's gonna play an air horn into the mic or something.
And then leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I think we should let him in.
He'll come on and put the camera on and then he'll be like Asian, even though he's calling people gook.
I got a good idea for how we can make this stream more interesting. Somebody put the Hangout link onto poll.
Oh man,
I put the
link on 4chan once. That was pretty interesting.
Do it.
.org that details like dash IEK. I can't read
poll
that.
Is on 4chan.
Just tell everybody on poll that we're talking about CNN. You gotta say something that's really clickbaity that will get the trolls in here.
I'm presenting to everyone now. Is this link safe?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Oh, the link I sent on the side for the kids' books? Yeah.
Will it show anything like that Danny can't show?
No, it's actually like it's free royalty-free kids' books.
Oh, okay.
It's literally the Internet Archive, which is just archiving the children's library. It says books for children from around the world. That's all it is.
Wonderful.
Just like links to all the different ones that you can get that you can read nowadays.
Hey, Danny, I think we should let him in.
Nah, I'm gonna be shutting it down soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd just stick to your guns, Danny, and have him in later on your main channel.
Intend to.
Well, and then get another strike because he's an idiot.
I just won't. If he says anything too stupid, I just won't post the stream. It'll just be whoever was there to watch it will get to see it.
Yeah.
I can't grasp my head around the fact that he's somehow a vegan alt-writer. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Because he's a troll. He's not any of those things. He's probably...
Nah, he's definitely alt-right.
Christian? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Because if you're Christian, then you believe that animals have no souls. So why would it matter? Then why would you be a vegan? It doesn't make sense.
Well, one thing that he did say was that although he's a vegan, he doesn't care if other people eat meat.
You're a vegan traitor, then.
Question of whether or not I think you're allowed to say something, Cobber. It's about what YouTube would allow you to say. To me, you could say whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Yeah. Like on my channel because YouTube decides that something you say is bad.
Yeah.
Seeing animals die. Well, you're not seeing an animal die when you eat a burger, so that's not. I don't know what you're trying to say. Brain. Like when you eat a steak, do you see a cow dying in front of you? Fuck no. So what are you trying to say?
Well, I like my steak so bloody it's still moving, so maybe I would.
It's bad for you, That's bad.
I like mine so rare that if you slapped a couple of Band-Aids on that sucker, we'd be right back out grazing.
Yeah. Cut off its horns and wipe its ass.
Nah, you gotta remove the skin from the part I'm gonna be eating, too.
Yeah, the skin's kind of tough.
It's gristle.
What do you mean? Beef jerky is amazing.
It's like
I had some ribs the other night that was so fat that I had to chew on like one bite for like 10 minutes.
Nah, I just don't support that stuff. Don't like to support cow killing.
That doesn't mean, and I mean, I know you know this, Cobber, right? A reasonable vegan if any of your positions are actually reasonable.
But you know,
carrot definitely you're one.
And now you're a vegan too. Yeah, this guy's a troll. No way, he's not a troll. This guy, he's a vegan now.
Carrot juice is murder.
I don't necessarily support cow killing if I'm eating a steak. No, I don't. I'm not supporting anything. I'm just eating.
Nah, I definitely support cow killing. I'd love to get out there and do it myself.
Chick-fil-A commercial?
Animals exist between, like, the rights of animals exist between an inanimate object and a human. Because while they have feelings, they can't really produce anything for society, and they can't really contribute in any other way other than being a commodity.
Oh, do you remember that Chick-fil-A commercial where the cows were like, eat more chicken?
Dairy cows can produce milk, but that's why they're not killed until they're too old to produce milk.
Yeah, but vegans won't touch dairy either, so you know.
Oh, what's the matter? You don't like it when the farmer gives that udder a good scrubbing?
Well, I don't drink milk, so I'm completely fine with like dairy farming going out the window. But everything else I'm completely fine with. Like I'm gonna have my own chickens to get my own eggs.
When the farmer starts picking off the chickens got to start taking out the farmers.
Let's do this Animal Farm style.
I don't know what the Cobber is talking about anymore.
If anybody recognizes what that's a reference to, I will do a collab with them. No questions asked.
Do you want me to start Googling or?
Well, esoteric. If I ever wanted to do a collab with you, I could just ask. I mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the line? What was the line you just said?
When the farmers start picking off the chickens got to start picking off the farmers.
What's that?
Talk about race realism. Anybody who's not fucking recognizes that races aren't fucking social constructs.
Wasn't that movie with the chickens that were trying to escape the farm. No.
The movie was not about chickens. That's all I'm going to say.
It's always something for that.
Was it about
cartoon movie?
Was it Revenge? Is it Revenge of the Nerds?
Nope.
Okay, that was just a guess. Why is there even a debate on race realism? Like, I don't see how there's a debate with that. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Yes, races are different. What are you trying? What's the debate? I don't understand.
Alt-right is insistent upon about enforcing a faulty study, trying to claim that black people have inherently a lower IQ, and they'd love to just ignore the further statistic gathered that I would think it was migrants from Nigeria who come to the U.S. actually test on IQ tests almost equally to white students.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's no genetic.
I thought race realism.
The fact that all the gangsta thugs from New York and the people who are currently living in Africa didn't test as well.
IQ doesn't even mean shit anyway.
IQ can be a determinant on your ability to solve problems, and it can also be a tester of your maturity and stuff like that.
Yeah. What about the argument that
the sole determinant on intelligence? And look, I can't say beyond a shadow of a doubt that race has nothing to do with IQ, but from the culture is a much stronger influencing factor.
How about the argument that white people aren't Homo sapiens because they don't have mutable DNA or something like that?
Check out this fucking comment that I got. LOL, you're wrong, you're an ANCAP, which is a contradiction in terms. Democratic Socialist rips you apart, and all you do is try to criticize him for what is exactly what you are doing.
Hey, Eric, I think I just found your new favorite targets.
I appreciate you letting me on. I gotta go. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. But if you're free on Friday night, you can always come on my stream.
It's like a big giant fucking block of text, and
you guys are welcome. You can look for me on YouTube on the chair view if you want, and I'll sub back if you sub to me, whatever. You guys seem cool, so.
Sweet. So the debate is basically about IQs, and that's it. Because I whenever someone says races are different, yeah, races are different. Where's the debate?
Yeah, well, there's IQ, there's morality, there's a lot of different things. But thanks for coming on, Chairview.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's not a genetic thing. It's because of their culture. During the new Black Panther movement, black culture began to associate education with whiteness. So that's the reason why a lot of them don't seek higher education. As opposed to somebody from Nigeria.
Statistics or data to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that race has nothing to do with it, but it says that culture is the dominant factor.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I mean, you get people from Nigeria who have high IQs who, seek doctorates. Well, I think that proves it's not about race. The fact of the matter is that the only difference between a Nigerian immigrant and a native to the U.S. born black person is that the person in the U.S. is more likely to associate higher education with whiteness or oppression, and someone from Nigeria simply associates higher education with a method to success.
It's not only culture that all nog cunts suck. Oh, okay, here we go again.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's also crime rates, but at the same time, if we go back to the Nigerian immigrants, they're no more likely to commit a crime than your average white person. And then by your own logic, Cobra, does that mean that Asian people are inherently superior to whites?
Yeah, because Asians are so much better in America than whites are. It's not even funny. They commit less
they have higher
crime.
IQ. They generally succeed. Shut up, Brother Bear. Or Nog.
Okay.
They commit less
I'd rather
crime.
take Nog. I'd rather take Nug.
They succeed more in higher learning. Asian people superior to white. Should we all bow down to China? Rates too.
Yeah, see,
which would stand that they technically have a higher morality.
Yeah, IQ is not a guarantee.
Now you take in more factors than IQ when IQ of an Asian to a white person is not favorable for your perspective. Now there's more factors than just IQ.
And IQ is not a guarantor of not having. IQ is not a guarantor of not having a high crime rate.
That's funny.
Intellectual honesty.
That is funny. Okay, you're a troll confirmed now, but that is admittedly pretty funny. Coin slot eyes. Oh man.
Wait, hold on. So that's why we call them chinks, because that's the sound of the coin slot.
Yeah, IQ is not a guarantor of a low crime rate. I mean, there's been plenty of criminals that have high IQs.
Best have had high IQs. They were smart enough to not get caught.
Yeah.
Oh, stop slandering me. Stop slandering me. What a fucking wuss.
Oh shit, this guy did. Barely.
Wait, what? What happened?
He said in the chat, stop slandering him.
Why?
What? I mean, why are you even asking him what his reasons are? He's a troll. He's here to piss you off.
LOL, chinks have crap morality. They drive over their kids and shit. What does morality have to do with any of this? I'm sorry, but where did morality come in? When did morality come in? I don't remember that.
I mentioned that they have a lower crime rate, and thus, by the alt-right standards, that means they must have a better morality.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We're not arguing over text. Well, I guess we are.
This isn't really an argument. This is just you looking like an idiot.
Yeah, so if you're just gonna argue with a troll for the rest of the stream, I'm just gonna go.
I'm actually shutting it down. And everybody, although I think the only person left out there at this point is Cobber.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Whoop.
What button did you press?
Fixing it.
Stop being uber pussy.